All right, here we go. What's going on, folks? It's your man Jay, and I'm back with another one, but this time I'm back with a bang. So, part 7, as promised. Man, I can't believe. I mean, this is called real support right here because this is what I was wanting right here. The more and more we get into this series, you have to hear from folks that you know, or you don't know, or you need to get to know. So, right now in part 7, we're going to talk about probably one of the most important parts of doing YouTube on live right now. So, these people on the panel today, we got my man, holla at your boy LaShawn. You got Gigi and Eric from Easy Computer Solutions. Everybody say what's up to the crew.
What up? What up?
What up? What up?
Yes,
indeed.
this is gonna be interesting because I started this series on starting a YouTube channel, tips and tricks, and really I couldn't hold this down by myself. I needed help, and thank goodness I reach out to people. And they say, yeah, we'll help you out. We'll do it with you. I'm like, boom, this is what I need. So again, this is probably going to be one of the most important things that I'll talk about of this entire series. I'm planning on doing 10 of these, but it looks like I'll be able to take this out for quite some time as long as we can keep the flow going. So what I'm going to do is, this is the panel right here. So if you don't know, Eric from Easy Computer Solutions has been doing YouTube for quite some time now, tons of subscribers. He covers pretty much everything I cover. I think he covers tech and tablets and all kind of stuff. So I'll have I've already got links to everybody's channel down below. So what you're going to hear from today is Eric. Then you're going to hear from Gigi, and she's been doing YouTube for about a year, a little over a year, I believe. And you're getting a perspective from different levels of people and their experiences on YouTube. And you'll have mine, but then you'll have LaShawn, and he's been doing YouTube probably the least of all of us. You had it about 6 months now, LaShawn?
No, I'm probably about a year in now.
Oh, you about a year? Okay, you about a year in.
About a year in now.
Okay, so Gigi was before you, though, I believe, right?
Taking it serious, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I think LaShawn was around before me. He might not have been taking it seriously.
Yeah, LaShawn's been around for years, folks. You've probably seen him in the comments trolling everybody, getting everybody. Yeah. If you didn't have him in your comments, you wasn't popular enough, because he used to rip me to shreds in the comments. But it is what it is. I'm glad we stayed cool and we're glad we hooked this up. So today's video live stream is going to be very special because we actually have more guests to come on so you can get a better perspective on everybody's view on how you can really make money on YouTube, or how much money you actually really make. Now, we won't get into specifics about, oh, I made $500 or I made $1,000. But what we're going to do is give you a roundabout figure or roundabout idea of how you could make money on your channel. And everybody on this channel, believe it or not, everybody on this panel right now, they have made some money successfully with probably little work. But you got to put in the time sometimes. And that's what people on this panel have. Eric has a lot of time on here. LaShawn has a lot of time behind the scenes, if you will. And now he's on the forefront. Check out his latest video, too. It was fire. That Sigma lens is in full effect. And Gigi has the latest video out, too. She had 2 cases. I'm Team Blue. I won't spoil it for you, but you got to go check that out. And Eric's latest video, he's got a collab with some of us in here. So just go check that out. And he also did OnePlus 9 Pro versus another phone. I won't spoil it for you. So yeah, I'm not gonna spoil. I don't want to spoil it for you. So we do have a guest backstage, and we're gonna bring this person on in just a moment. But first, before we get going, I want one of you guys to set the stage and what a person could actually expect when thinking about money, because there's a lot of people out there who join YouTube to get money. What do you say to them?
Whenever you
Go ahead.
You make good money, Eric. So I just started.
Right.
This is me and LaShawn are the broke side of the panel. We just want to let you know it's the broke side. But once I got monetized, I was having a conversation with Barry Johnson today, and I said, "Look, when you get monetized, you have the party or you have a live stream. Everybody comes in and throws you super chats. And you're like, man, am I gonna get this kind of check every month? No. How about no? How about no?" That is the highest amount I still have made since I've been on YouTube, was right after monetization. I have not touched that amount since I got monetized. So
that's truth right there for you too.
Lower your expectations on what you're gonna get paid on YouTube. I can say though, I've put a lot of time into my channel, and I still work full time. I work through the pandemic and everything. And I live stream every week, and I try to put a video out every week. I have gotten a paycheck every month. So for those who don't know, you have to make at least $100 on YouTube to get a paycheck.
There you go. She's speaking facts, and that's the truth. Or you don't get paid. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Eric.
they'll hold it for the
Oh, I
next
didn't
one.
know that.
Yeah, you don't get paid, you know?
Yeah, yeah. So the threshold is $100, and so once you reach the threshold, yes, they YouTube will pay you out, but make sure that you do have all your finances together. But that's a big thing because a lot of people start YouTube and don't link their bank accounts and stuff like that, and so you got to have somewhere where YouTube can send the money. By the way, okay, so that's something that you definitely have to set up. And like for me. Look, it took me, God, a long time. It took me 9 years to be monetized, by the way. All right. I just want y'all to know this. So, no, I'm just saying.
You is stupid. You is stupid, Eric.
But
Oh
no,
my
I mean,
God.
Oh, you over
You
here
know,
telling stories there.
so the thing about
Wow.
the thing about making money on YouTube, you gotta look at it like this. When you put the work in, you build your foundation in your community. That's the whole key to success here. You know, if you in it for the money, quit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Get no more real than that.
If you are in this, say I'm gonna start a YouTube channel because I see people getting millions and millions of views and they posted their paychecks online and stuff like that, and I want to make the same amount of money this person make. This quit because it's nothing like that. It's nothing like you ever believe. This is a lot of work. And fun fact, I'm a business owner, so I have a lot of free time on my hands, and I do run my businesses. But since I have a lot of free time on my hands, I have a lot of time to film, edit, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, fun fact that I have the time to do a lot of work. A lot of people that got full-time jobs, you really don't have a lot of time to put into this. But I can tell you have so many different avenues to make money. First of all, you have to build a foundation in you got to build a reputation with yourself and your viewers. Yep. That's the whole thing, because in order for them to start putting trust in you, think about it. I'm a tech reviewer. You know how many tech reviews they got out there? Everybody want to be famous. Everybody want views. Everybody wants subscribers. So you fight with a whole large community of YouTube content creators that want the same thing that you want. My thing is this: I don't worry about them. I worry about my community. How do I build my stepping stone? How do I put out the best videos, period? That's the whole thing. Now, as far as money, once you get to a certain point, you got brands that email you. You could take the promos, make sure you get paid for your promos, make sure you have a set standard for your promos so you can make money off promos. Okay. Then you got your Amazon affiliate. That's another thing you make money off. Merch, you make money off. So you got to think about the different avenues of income that you can make. They say your views is $100. This kind of put these numbers out there. Your views is $100. You might sell $100 worth of merch. You might get $100 worth of super chats. You might have $100 worth of memberships. So all that stuff it adds up. Your promos, your merch, and everything else in between. So can you make a living on YouTube? Yes, if you got I don't know. I mean, the paychecks is
I think if the people
you do it right.
Yeah, the people might be making a living are people who probably join some kind of connection MCN and they're famous because they're getting all the stuff.
Can I talk about my experience with it?
Yes, we're gonna bring on our first guest though, LaShawn, because we got plenty of time. That's why I brought. Okay, so if you don't know, that's why I brought. That's one of the reasons I brought Eric on, because of all of us, he's the only one that I know of that actually was able to get out of a situation. Yeah. Most people, him and Tech Ninja, are the only ones I know that are able to get out of a situation. But Eric kind of got the short end of the stick, but that's one that we're gonna table that one. But
all right,
because that's one of the reasons, because I want them to hear that side. If you want to talk about it, because it's deep, it's pretty messed up, but what he went through. So, but let's introduce our first guest here. LaShawn, you want to kick in real quick before we bring our guest on, our first guest? You have some thoughts on that?
I just say if you're doing it for the money, I think you're doing it backwards. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what you should be aiming for when you first get out there. Money and the views, and I want a company to send me stuff.
I think that's the mindset of when people see YouTubers, they instantly think that everything was given to them, or I
get free stuff. I get a free phone.
Exactly. Nothing is free. Absolutely.
Hey.
Oh, I was waiting to see if you're gonna chime back in on him like you did last time he was here and ask him about his branding and whatnot. But you know, we got all night.
Yeah, we're gonna get onto that too, because that's a part of making money. That's a part. That's a part of you getting your stake to claim and letting them see who you are, is you getting your branding right. So we're gonna bring on our first panel member here, our guest panel, and this person is obviously somebody that you saw. He was actually on another episode here, and I'm bringing in people from kind of all levels of YouTube. So the new person watching can get some kind of perspective on what they could possibly expect. And right now, just before even bringing the first guest on, look at all the information you've gotten from these three people right here, just at the beginning. We just getting started. Wait until you hear Eric's story. You're gonna you gonna bug out. You're gonna be like, man, you crazy. But first guest we have coming on is my man El Jefe. We're gonna bring him in right now. He's gonna chat with us and talk to us about his experiences about making money on this thing. El Jefe, what's going on?
Hey, appreciate you guys bringing me on, man.
Yeah, no, man, you official. We just needed to make it look like we had panel guests and stuff. trying to do something, you know what I'm saying?
I respect it.
Right? I'm sure you've been listening backstage for a little bit, and I know that we are all going to have some type of different experience, and I'll even chime in on my experience about making money on here, obviously. But you've been doing YouTube for what, about 4 to 5 years now?
Yeah, a little bit over 4 years.
Yeah. So first of all, a direct question is, how long did it take before you got your first payday on YouTube?
I mean, before YouTube actually paid me was a little bit over a year.
Wow. Yep.
But I was making money from affiliates before that.
Right. So taking affiliates, because I want to table that for another discussion, because you actually make more money off of your affiliates. You should be making more money off of your affiliate stuff.
Yeah.
If you're going to LLC, I've told the story of why I don't do LLC. I don't do affiliate links because, I don't want all that money. I already make enough. I'm good on the money. I'm good. I don't want to add anything else to my taxes. So that's the reason I don't LLC, and I don't have any affiliate links for Amazon, but I share everybody else's affiliate links. So, I share the love. But speaking just of YouTube, because there's a lot of people out there that might be afraid to LLC. That's part 2. Thanks El Jefe for creating, Eric and El Jefe, I think y'all both talked about it. Thank you for creating part 2 of the financial series. This can go on and on. I appreciate the love right there. I appreciate you starting that up. But YouTube, El Jefe, and everybody up here just watching, all of us on this panel, YouTube, it took him, you said 18 months?
Yeah, well, actually, it was kind of funny because I was monetized early, and then they changed the rules, so I was removed from the partner program because I didn't have 1,000 subs yet.
Whoa. I never. Huh?
Yeah.
Savage had the same thing happen to him. He had the subs and didn't have the hours.
Yeah, so it was for me. I had the hours and I didn't have the 1,000 subs, so my monetization got pulled because it was like February of 18, and I got pulled from the partner program. No, it was February. Yeah, somewhere around there. I got pulled, and then they had to bring me back once I got the 1,000 subs.
This is great information because I had no clue. And just so you know, folks, these aren't scripted live streams. I have no idea what people are going to say. I don't have a checklist of questions. We freestyle it so it can be as natural as possible. Only thing I have is a checklist of people that's coming on. That's it. But I had no idea they could do that to you. So you telling me they did that to Savage too? Would you get an email or something?
Yeah, well, basically they sent it out to everybody because they were saying, hey, if you're in the partner program, the requirements are changing to 4,000 hours and 1,000 subscribers. And I was like, oh, and so all of a sudden it was like I wasn't getting paid anyway. Like I wasn't even like I was monetized, but I wasn't getting enough views to get the $100 threshold. So I wasn't getting paid anyway. So I was like, whatever. I'm not really sweating it because I was like, I'm already doing affiliates. Like I'm already working on my affiliate side. And by the time a year later that I, hit that 1,000 subscribers, which was right around May of 2018, they had to bring me back in. But even by then, like by the time I got my first $100 check from YouTube, I was already earning like $300, $400, $500 on Amazon affiliates.
Nice. Yeah. So Eric and LaShawn and Gigi, it took me 4 years. I didn't even know about getting monetized because I started before most people on the stream. I started in 2006, I believe, and nobody told me about monetization. So that's why I didn't know. So it took me 4 years to get my first $100. But how long did it take y'all to get, Eric, how long did it take you to get yours?
Probably took me a little over a year. It took me maybe about 2 years. Yeah. Yeah, my channel sucked for a long time.
We'll talk about being in the red too. We got to talk about that too, because I think we all have been in the red at some point or another. But Gigi, how long did it take you to get yours?
7 months.
7 months? God, that was quick, man. Yeah. And LaShawn you're not there yet, right?
No, I'm not there yet.
All right, so if you're on this stream, I shouldn't have to say it, but if you know somebody who's not subscribed to him, get this guy to 1,000 already, please. I mean, it just doesn't make.
I'm sure he has the time. I'm sure.
I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
He live streams on Fridays. The Ignite. I actually hung in there for an entire stream. I think it was Friday. I left.
Friday, was it?
You know what? I left.
I'm not
gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Is that stream still live? Is it up?
Yeah.
Go check out his latest live stream, and you'll see what I'm.
He said, "Well, it's time to go."
Oh my gosh, that's freaking hilarious, man. I actually had a great time on that stream, man. This is why I like to do live streams, because we are it's fun. This is what this is the other side of YouTube. This is the other side, the fun part, I say. The other stuff starts to feel like work, and I don't want to do it too much. But so Tech Filer says it happened to her too, where she got pulled, from the terms changed and it pulled her. So I think that's kind of foul.
But you can get pulled now. Like if I don't have the watch hours at some point, yes, I can still get pulled.
What the heck? How
you have to maintain that for 1,000? Yes.
That is just crazy.
Yeah, they did it for a couple of reasons. I mean, one of it is to make sure that it isn't people that are just creating like bot channels and that kind of stuff, but also to make sure that you're staying consistent, that you're uploading regularly and you're getting consistent views. So there is reasons for it, but I remember when they changed the rules, I was like, that was it was right around the time of the first Adpocalypse. Yeah. And there was a bunch of really crap channels that were under 1,000. Like people like these bots were just creating these channels to like link farm and to do all kinds of phishing, and so they had to do something about it and to create the requirement of the watch hours, because getting the subs was easy. Like you could just buy the subs, so that's why a lot of
subs.
Yes.
Man.
I know a lot of.
I need to buy me some subs.
No.
Subs don't really watch your channel though. They're just
getting the watch hours. Yeah, getting the watch hours.
This may be my channel, but I have never said that I knew everything. I did not know anything about. You can buy bots.
You can buy views. You can buy views and subscribers.
It'll hurt your channel.
I knew you could buy subscribers or something like that. I've heard about. Me and Eric talked about that like 4 years ago, I believe. I think we were on a stream or something together. We talked about people buying subscribers, but you can buy bots to watch your videos.
Yeah, they give you fake views. Like you'll get basically like 1 second views.
Yeah, but they don't watch the whole video.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's what people don't get it.
So they sabotage your channel. They only watch for a couple seconds.
That's crazy.
People that are new to the platform, they don't know that.
I definitely didn't know that.
Yeah, you see a lot of people doing that. Like I talk to so many channels for work, and there'll be a bunch of times where I'll look at their views and stuff, and I'm like, why are these videos getting like, every video they have 100 subscribers, every video's got 10,000 views, and I'm like, and I'm asking, like, I'll ask them straight up, like I'm very forward, like I'm like, hey, did you buy these views or what's going on? And they'd be like, usually like, oh yeah, I bought these views or whatever, and I'm like,
that's freaking crazy.
Yeah, so people do that because they don't know better.
So the financial side of YouTube is something that, let's be honest here. All of us on this stream and people watching that are starting out, people that have been doing it for a long time, at some point or another, you you got to a point you're just like, you know what, I got to get paid. I can't keep doing these free videos. Free videos meaning that you haven't set up your brand yet. You haven't set up. You establish yourself to where you're telling them, I'm not doing it unless you give me at least $20 or something. Starting out on YouTube, I didn't do that until probably 5 years ago. And I've been doing YouTube since 2006, but I didn't start like officially creating my brand until about 5 years ago. I created a brand the first time, but I didn't really know what I was doing. So I rebranded myself for smartphoneconversations.com and I just put it across the board. And that's probably recent. That's like within the last 3 to 5 years or so. But how important is it to have a brand and do OEMs actually? Now we'll go around the table on this one because it's going to be probably completely different answers and some kind of similar. But El Jefe, we'll start with you and we'll just work our way to LaShawn, Gigi, and Eric. But how important is it to have a brand, and how soon should you do that if you're trying to be a YouTuber and you're thinking about the financial side? Is if you don't have a brand, can you not get paid? How soon do you suggest people do this? Get in there and get your website, get yourself just start calling yourself whatever. how soon do you recommend a new person do that?
I would say the sooner the better if they've already made that decision and they've made that commitment to becoming, a content creator or trying to become an expert in a field or becoming the go-to person about whatever topic, then the sooner the better, because you want to lock that stuff down. You want to start locking down the socials, the emails, the website. You want to start locking all that stuff down. Once you make that decision, because there's people who do YouTube for fun, and there is nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. But if you are of the mindset where you're thinking, well, it's still going to be fun, like it's fun for me, but you can also have a business part of it, then definitely start locking down the way that you want your stuff to look, your logo, the names, and start locking down all those domains. This way, as it grows, you don't have to worry about security where somebody can come in and take that from you and then try to sell it back to you or hold it hostage. So
that's what they'll do. When he's talking about social, folks, he's not talking about your social security number. He's talking about social media. Somebody said that to me a long time ago.
I have heard people verbally say when they see somebody blowing up, they go buy.
Exactly.
Website so they can sell it back.
That's exactly what happened. So, you heard what he said. Lock that stuff down. I didn't do it like that. I didn't even have as much help as you as new people have right now. There was nobody doing, streams like this when I started YouTube. They were just doing their thing. They weren't sharing any information. It was not helping. There was nothing going on like that. So, LaShawn, what do you say to that? How do you should a person now? LaShawn, he doesn't officially have his official seal on his website, none of that stuff yet. But he's working on his, and he's probably gonna have a realistic, honest answer too, because he hasn't even created his official brand yet. It appears, and I told him, I say, you need to get on that brand, man, so you can lock it in. What do you say to a new person? Because you got a year or so in. How have you been doing without your brand?
Without my brand, I say I've been doing okay. You know what I'm saying? I have been thinking about trying to create my brand for a while. I'm just, with the logos and all of that stuff, getting it out there, I'm kind of a little confused with it.
Yeah.
But like El Jefe say, if you can get in there as soon as possible and learn it, then I think you will be good off in the long end. Like since you mentioned it to me, because I never even thought of brand until you brought it up that day, Jay.
Really?
Yes. I've never even thought. I never even thought about a brand.
And your videos are great. You went from not having a YouTube channel to you are. Did y'all see his video on the Mi 11? His 2-month review? If you haven't freaking seen it, that video is better than like half the videos I've done on my entire channel. It's patient. Isn't it fire? It's fire.
Yeah.
You would never think that he didn't have a brand. You would never think that he wasn't making $1,000 a week. You would never think these things based on that one. Now he's got plenty of videos out there, but that video he did on the Mi 11 2 months. Look, son, I would not lie to you. I'm not a hype man. I'm not a hype beast. I just think I shouldn't do that. But let me tell you something. That video, he put in some serious work on the video. So you would think that he has this official brand already. He says that he doesn't yet. And I can't believe you said you never thought about it until I said something to you. That's crazy.
Until you said something, bro. I've never thought about it.
I don't think you start thinking about stuff like that till you get monetized, Jay. I really don't.
That's exactly when I was gonna start.
But look at El Jefe said, I think El Jefe made a good point. Get out there as quick as possible and lock it down.
It's not realistic to you until you get monetized.
Oh, you're saying like people like, wait a minute, I just made $212. People are actually watching me. Is that what you mean?
That reality sets in as soon as you say, "Oh, I'm getting ready to get paid by YouTube for this."
Gotcha.
A lot of us do affiliate stuff. I did affiliate links before I even did YouTube.
Yeah, that's what El Jefe said too. Wow. Yeah. So Gigi, since you're on, what do you think about it? You think the brand will? Do you think not having a brand is you can have longevity on YouTube, or do you think you need to have some kind of? Because you're now. Yeah,
I just went universal though, so because everything I had was under different names. I had Scrumptious One here, I had Kimmy here, I had Gadget Goddess here. So all of my stuff just went to Gigi Kimmy. Yeah. Before then, when you went to my end card, I had different names on there. You want it easy for people to find you, and I've noticed my social media is picking up now because people can find me. That's correct. People are lazy.
Yeah,
that's the first rule of marketing. There is if you confuse, you lose.
Yeah. If you can't lock it down and search Gadget Goddess and only come up with you, it's not a good look. So I mean, and you say you just officially started locking it in. Like how long? Like in the last?
I don't have a website, but like I'm saying, like my
No, but your social
media
media is there though. Your social media and YouTube says Gadget Goddess, and if you search that, I should come up with you.
Yeah.
I-
But that was just a name that came to me randomly one day. I wouldn't like, but I was like, Scrumptious really just does not say tech.
Yeah, I was typing that in too. I was like typing in Scrumptious. I'm like, hey, what happened?
Yeah, and I think
right.
It's only been like 2 weeks. It's only been.
I had a hard time spelling it.
I know, right? You just
Since everybody calls me Gigi, and I'm
Yeah.
giving that to you, Jay Will, because you were the first person to call me that.
I didn't know
When
that.
they start the @ and put Gigi,
Mhm.
the Kimmy comes up behind it. So
Oh,
it's just like,
got you.
Gigi.
I got you. You're right. I mean, I just would. I don't know. I just don't
struggle
know.
with Gadget Goddess too, Eric.
I don't know.
I struggle spelling it.
I think having a brand, everybody's gonna have a different view on it. Like if Sean, he said he didn't even think about it. I think you're doing great. When you do start a brand, oh man, you're gonna kill it. And Gigi, I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't grab gadgetgoddess.com if it's not available. If it's available, grab it because somebody's gonna grab it. A lot of
stuff I looked into, it wasn't available. So
it wasn't.
It's
gone. Even the .nets and those are gone. The .orgs.
I haven't looked for websites, but I'm saying like other things like LLCs and things like that.
Yeah. Those are definitely gone, and they probably have nothing to do with tech either. But as far as Scrumptious goes, I'm glad you switched from that because if an OEM, and it's sadly, and this isn't me speaking, but as an OEM, they probably wouldn't want to send you something. They might be like, Scrumptious, is that a Luke dancer or something? What is this? It has nothing to do with tech. They wouldn't. I don't think of tech when I hear it. I know you for tech with Scrumptious, but an OEM got this $5,000 laptop they want to see, and they're like, who is Scrumptious? I'm like, Scrumptious is the tech lady. Like, Scrumptious? Like, that sounds like a piece of cake or something like that, or a dancer or a stripper, something,
Can I step this back and ask you a question right quick?
Yeah.
I see a lot of people rebrand. How costly is that when you've been doing something 5-6 years under, holla at your boy, let's say he was branded that way.
I rebranded.
Yeah,
I did rebranded.
Too. I did.
I rebranded.
It hurt me. Yeah. Go ahead. Oh, Eric, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Your turn.
Yeah. So I want to answer that question. I rebranded. Remember, I've been going about Easy Computer Solutions for years, and all of a sudden I changed it to the Tech Preacher.
You still Easy Computer Solutions, though.
I know. I am. I know. But when I first started the YouTube channel. Yeah, so when I first started my YouTube channel, I was all in Easy Computer Solutions, and actually my LLC is Easy Computer Solutions, right? So, my website, Easy Computer Solutions, everything is Easy Computer Solutions. But now I'm known for the Tech Preacher, right? So I actually rebranded myself about a year, maybe 2 years now, I believe. But I don't have the techpreacher.com and like that. Yeah. So it's under the umbrella of Easy Computer Solutions LLC. So it's pretty interesting, but I love the Tech Preacher because I preach about tech. That's how I like it.
Eric, speak on this branding thing though. Do you think you're not having a brand, or do you think that's essential by today's standards? Now, remember, you started not as far back as I did, but you have been going for at least 5 years now. I remember.
Yeah.
So, but do you think when you didn't have a brand, you didn't get the attention of the OEMs, or nobody, or how is not having a brand versus a brand helped you financially on YouTube?
So what I did was, even when I was going, and when I talk to brands today, I still go by Easy Computer Solutions because that's my email, that's my brand name, right? So back to years and years ago when I first started out, I was at Easy Computer Solutions. I think I had a more confusing YouTube channel than anything because I have the word computer solutions, but my focus was on smartphones and tablets. So even though I made some computer videos, my whole genre of my YouTube channel is based off of smartphone tablets. That's kind of more of the way I run my channel. So I had a tough time, because brands was hitting me up and said, hey, can I see you these computer codes, and can you do a video about these computers and stuff like that? And I'm like, I'm emailing them back saying, hey, I kind of focused a little bit on smartphones and tablets and stuff like that. So it was tough, but over the course of time, after a lot of OEMs watch my channel, they see that the focus is on more of the smartphones, the accessories, the tablets, the more tutorials and stuff like that. So that's the kind of the large variety of brand deals that I get to this day. So it's tough. It was tough, but Easy Computer Solutions actually worked out for me because I got a lot of people hit me up with computer deals and stuff like that, and so that worked out too.
For me, not having a brand, I think I had to rebrand too. Well, I didn't have to rebrand, but I was in that, like Gigi was saying earlier, how hard would it be to rebrand? For me, I was in a fishbowl with 10 other people that were going by the name Tech Titan at the time and running a live stream called Tech Talk. If you've been rocking with me long enough, you remember my streams used to only be Tech Talk. There'd be Tech Talk, Tech Talk, Tech Talk. And my name back then, during that little era, was the Tech Titan. And believe it or not, there's a YouTube channel, there's several right now with thousands of subscribers that are named Tech Titan. Mm-hmm. So what I opted to do was do like my man Barry Johnson, current day. I just use my name, but it's basically on my brand, which is Smartphone Conversations, which didn't come until a lot later. But officially, I just recently got serious about the brand. I mean, like paying for my website every month or every year, however I pay for it, and just holding down something to where they know, having an address. A brand is more than just a website, your social. For me, I have a separate address. Taxes and everything is over there, and I think when I didn't have a brand, I'm not going to say that I did better. At that time when I was coming up doing YouTube, my biggest climb was when I was between 5 and 40 or 50,000. I had so many OEMs. I don't know if you guys remember how LG had all those programs. They were just giving them to new YouTubers. Eric, weren't you in on that? Were you getting some of the LG devices?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about the older ones, like the G3 and the G4.
I started getting like the up until like the G7s.
Okay, so you came in,
like that.
Yeah. But they had those programs back then, and I was actually doing really good in my time frame of between 5,000 and 50,000 subs. And once I passed that, it just kind of got really difficult, and I was kind of like, I don't really know how I'm going to survive by just going by Tech Titan and all that stuff. And so I'd switched to the Jay Williams thing. And, not having a brand for me it was okay. Like LaShawn was saying, he don't know if you could do okay or not, but I don't know about not having a brand now, because when you if you happen to want something, and I guess everybody on this panel could definitely speak to this. I think you might have I know you've done it, Eric, LFA, I'm sure you've done it. Gigi, I don't know if you and LaShawn have ever sent a cover letter to get something. Like, have you done that yet to where you haven't, LaShawn, you did it?
I've reached out to.
I've reached out via email, but not.
Right. So you don't have, and this is a part of branding. LFA, I know you have your official letter we all have this official letter that when we want something, sometimes we send this out. It's like a default letter that I have typed. Mm-hmm. If you don't have one of those, try creating one. It could possibly help you. But I got to a point where I needed to find some way to get an OEM's attention. And even to this day, man, I still get declines saying we don't have any review units. Believe it or not. And even with the professional letter I have, financially with YouTube, I think, which as a new person, if you're watching this, and shout out to all those people that comment after the video. It's amazing how many DMs and comments I get after these videos, man. I get some people that's actually watching. So for me, with having that official brand and having all these things kind of official, I don't think it's helping me that much, honestly, because personally, I'm not willing to join. I get these emails, and I know everybody has. Eric, I want you to touch on that too before LFA. Mm-hmm. Because I want you guys to hear what Eric has to say about this, because he's the only person I know has gone through something like this. But let's jump over to LFA. I want you to chime in on that for just a second before we shift to Eric. About let's shift to the bad side of the financial side. Being in the red. I want to just scrap what I was going to say. Let's switch to the red side. And two people are wearing red on here, so I don't know if Gigi's been in the red yet, but
no,
you never been in the red, Gigi? stay out of it. You don't want to get into it. So LFA.
I just started YouTube. Look, I buy what I can afford. I don't buy what I can't afford.
That's a good analogy. That sums it up really. Buy what you can afford. Don't put yourself in the red. But LFA, you've been in the red, I'm sure, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How did you get in the red? Because again, if you now new people watching this, and when we're talking about the red, we mean financially, you have more money going out than you have coming in. You're just not getting a return on what you're putting out. It's not that you're a bad YouTuber. It's just the way it happens sometimes, the way the chips fall, they say. But being in the red, you'll hear what El Jefe has to say. You'll hear what Eric has to say. LaShawn's even been in the red, he said, and I have for sure been in the red. But how did you get in the red, El Jefe?
For me, I was already in the red before I started my channel. So because I was already getting this stuff, like I was already buying stuff and I was already reviewing it like on Amazon and stuff like that. So I was already doing that. And then it just carried over to the YouTube channel where, every week I was already just getting stuff anyway. So I was already buying stuff. So regardless, at a certain point, I started buying more stuff. So, and I wasn't getting any return on my investment monetarily. So basically I was using that to build. And, I started thinking like, man, this probably isn't sustainable. And thankfully I was talking to people, other creators, and they were saying, yeah, you're going to be in the red, especially as a tech channel in the beginning. But if you're serious about it, you'll get a return on your investment. But just like any business, you shouldn't expect any sort of profit for the first couple of years. And you just got to be ready for that. So thankfully I wasn't reviewing smartphones or anything where I was having to cough up a G, every month or whatever or more. But yeah, you guys know what I'm saying, right? So I started off on the low budget tech side. Like I was looking at like $20 power banks and like $30 phones, and like I kept a real low budget so that it fit in not only with my lifestyle and people who were looking for the lower end budget stuff. So it worked out. But even keeping it budget, I still wasn't turning, even when I got my first check. Like when I got that first 100, you got to think about that. That was like 13 months in. Yeah. I was already in the hole it had to be at least $2,000. And that wasn't even counting like equipment or my time for that matter. So I was definitely in the red for the longest time. Now all that time and money invested has come back to me probably 20 or 30 times over. Would you say that you stayed in the red for a year or 2 years? If you had to put a time on it, can you remember how long you were actually in the red? I would say it's minimum 18 months to 2 years.
18 months to 2 years. Yeah. Folks, that is a long time. And if you're going to put this into perspective now, you have to, he's continuously buying stuff. He's continuously trying to keep his channel afloat, and he's not making any money.
Yep.
This is what you need to prepare yourself for. If you're in fact starting a YouTube channel, prepare yourself for days, like weeks, months because this is why I always tell people, the first thing I told you on part 1, only do something that you're going to love to do, because you don't want to do something to try to fit in and just try to be like somebody else. You have to be able to get in front of that camera or get behind the camera, produce your footage without worrying about how many views you're going to get, if you're going to make money. So this man was in the red for almost 2 years. But like he said, flips. Once the ball starts rolling with YouTube and you're consistent, you should get a paycheck every month. Hands down. There's no reason why you shouldn't. And I think El Jefe said that earlier about being consistent, putting out stuff at least once a week, or get your community used to what you're doing, and they'll be expecting that. So LaShawn, you were in the red already, huh? And you see, LaShawn is a unique. The reason LaShawn is a unique story is because he's not starting like El Jefe. He's not even monetized yet. You see, so his story about being in the red has got to be good. I've never heard it before, so I'm intrigued to hear it just like you.
Well, I say I've been in the red since I switched to a camera. And since I switched to cameras, I bought the camera, then I bought the lens, and then I bought the tripod. And then like you guys say, you're trying to keep videos coming and stuff like that. So you buying this and you buying that. And after a while, it starts to plummet. Yeah. And you got to chill out, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think of other things to try to keep your channel afloat without continuously staying in the red. So
you're still in the red right now?
Yeah.
You know what? I can just appreciate him being honest, because he could get on here and lie. It doesn't get any more real than that. He's telling you right now, I'm not making any money for the content. And folks, I can't stress this enough. If I tell you to subscribe to somebody, I'm telling you this person is worthy of watching. It's not just to be hyping him up because, oh, this is my partner. This man's that video, I'm telling you, you can watch his latest video on the Sony's versus the Pixel Buds. It's good, but that video on the Mi 11 took you over the top. That's one of your over the top videos. Everybody has that one video where it just grabs everybody. That video is great production right there. Great.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you.
That's real talk right there. Now, Gigi, you say you've never been in the red.
No, I mean, not dealing with tech because I wasn't going to get into YouTube until I could afford to do it.
Right.
My issues were personal, child support, divorce related.
Right.
And so my son's 19 now, so I don't have those issues anymore.
Yeah,
but that's the only time I had issues were post marriage.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not wrong that she hasn't been in the red. It's just, it's rare.
No, because everybody tried to get me to do the camera thing too. People, you need a DSLR. I am shooting with a GoPro, and I will continue to shoot with a GoPro.
But see, you don't know. Let's be clear. You don't just have any GoPro. Which one do you have?
Right. Come on now.
Which one do you have?
I actually have 2 GoPros.
All right.
There you go.
All right.
Wow.
So it's not like you just have the GoPro Hero 1 or something like that. You have the 9. Go ahead and say the 9. Every GoPro I have, that's what she got. So
I don't. You got the 8. I have the 7 and the 9.
You got the 9 though. The 9 is the latest GoPro, and she has it. So it's not like she's shooting with just any GoPro. The GoPros are the truth. I shot with a GoPro for quite some time, man, and the GoPros are fantastic.
If I hadn't bought the GoPro, I was going to shoot with a phone. That was what I was going to do.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing.
But it's smart to not be in the red. It's not like we're saying as a new person, you're going to end up in the red because you have 2 different examples here. 5 right now on this current panel. El Jefe has his view. LaShawn has his view. Strictly real honest, too. I really appreciate that. And you should appreciate the honesty that's being kicked out right now because most people will not tell you the truth. They won't do it. They'll lie to you and mislead you and tell you thinking you're going to be getting 5. El Jefe's getting all that bread now, but look how long it took him to get there. The time, the effort, the hard labor, the work, that is what it takes to make it on YouTube right now. And you got to work even harder right now.
You got to lay the foundation down early.
Yeah, exactly. And lay it down early. Now, Eric, I want you guys to pay attention because my story is not is not like his, but his is truly unique, and it's just rare that a person will actually admit it. And I spoke to Tech Ninja. I was in New York with Tech Ninja at this thing, and we were sitting at the table eating. And when he was telling me, he was like, "Man, that's the worst thing I did." I was like, "I've never heard of even. I didn't even know he was in a network at one point." So Eric's going to give you a breakdown of what MCN is, and how
you've heard this story before. I will say I've heard it 2 or 3 times. I listen every time because I hear something new every time I listen.
It is a unique situation to be in. This is where I would tell you don't want to be, but if you end up here, take a lesson right now. Take a lesson.
All right, so it's 2 points that I want to make here. First point that I do want to stress to a lot of YouTubers out there, up and coming YouTubers, don't join the MCN. All right. Second thing is that throughout my career on YouTube, I spent tons of money. So I'm making money with YouTube now, but if you do a collective from the beginning to now, I'm actually still in the red. All right. And the reason why is because when I first started YouTube, the first 2 years, I spent tens of thousands of dollars buying product, tens of thousands. Okay. And so every year it looked like I was spending, 30,000 or something like that every year on product and stuff. Now, when I switched my whole setup in my room, all right, I'm talking thousands of dollars buying 3 cameras, buying the backgrounds, buying, I bought a teleprompter. I got lights, I got RGB lights. Listen, man, I spent thousands of dollars on this stuff, right? So if you add up collectively from this time I started YouTube, even though I'm making money, I still haven't balanced the balance sheet. So I'm still pretty much in the red. Yeah. But I still buy a lot of stuff. I got over 160 phones. And most of the phones, I buy multiple of the same phone. So it is a lot of things that I do by choice, by the way. Okay. So that's a lot of things, even though I'm saying I'm in the red, but a lot of things that I purchased is by me because I fantasize of this stuff. Look, when I'm looking in my studio, I got 3 monitors in front of me right now. So it's obviously this is overkill, but this is something that I love to do. So
I don't think it's overkill though. I think it's great that you have. Look where you came from though.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have 3, but I just have 2. But I think you're doing, man. Go ahead. I think it's good that you had those 3 monitors.
So let's touch base on the MCN. Okay, so again, I had the issue of not having no support. I reached out to a lot of content creators for help and for knowledge, and everybody gave me the middle finger. So when I started my YouTube channel, I went out there. When I started getting emails about, hey, you can make all this type of money on MCN. We gonna help you out. We gonna give you brand deals and stuff like that. And so that would make me sign when I first started with YouTube. Now with the MCN, even you don't have to be at the $100 threshold. They'll pay you if it's $5, if it's $10. Every month you go get a check. Right now, here's what the MCN does. We already know YouTube go take a percentage of your money. MCN's go take another percentage of your money. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's a 60-40 between YouTube. MCN go take another 20-25%.
It's 55,
so you look at that
55.
Yeah,
55-45 with YouTube.
Okay, 65-45. So then you're looking at another 25 to 30% on NCN.
So wait, they take that on top of the YouTube?
Yes, absolutely.
Money.
Oh man!
So I wasn't making. But again, I didn't know. So I signed, and you signed this contract, right? So I signed a 1-year contract. And what the MCN does is if you don't cancel your contract, they go re-up you every year. So
don't they own your content?
Like their membership, your auto.
Well, not really own your content. They don't own your content. They don't own your content, but they own your monetization.
Oh,
right. So they own your monetization. So after, I think in 2019, when I got out of MCN, I sent them a letter saying, hey, I looked, because you get reports and saying that, hey, you got to re-up in whatever month, whatever. I sent them a letter and say, hey, I want to cancel my contract. I want to get out of the MCN. Okay. This is where all the legalities come in. This is the legal stuff. They started sending me all kinds of, hey, you can't get out. If you do get out, we're going to, take, your money and all this stuff like that. And so when I opt out of the MCN, they literally took thousands from me, by the way. All right. So
you don't have to give that. Now I know how much it is, but it's up to you to share that. But you don't need nobody counting your pockets. But
right. So
folks, he got hit super hard.
I got hit for thousands of dollars. All right. So I didn't get so by the time I got back monetized with YouTube, the MCN had took thousands of dollars from me. And by the way, the MCN was Social Blade. That's who I was with.
What? Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, the MCN I was with Social Blade. Yeah,
I didn't know they had a social. I didn't know Social Blade had an MCN side.
Yeah.
What the heck? I did not know that.
This will hurt my feelings.
So they took thousands from me, and it took me about 3 to 4 months to recover, because I didn't get all my monetizations was taken from me for like 4 months. All right. So I went through that battle, and I made videos about it. Now after I dropped the video, the MCN, Social Blade contacted me, and they started sending me all the paperwork and said, hey, this is what you signed. And I had to fight with them for a long time. I fought with them for months. So it's easy to get in. It's very difficult to get out.
Yeah.
All right. So once you sign in, it's very difficult to get out. Now, what do they do for you?
I was gonna ask.
They don't. I'm gonna tell you what they do for you. They will send your content to brand deals, but it's up to the brand deals to contact you. All right. So they do some type of work, and also they will post your videos, your content on their site, which they have millions and millions of followers. Right. So that does give you some views and some potential subscribers and stuff like that. But that's it. They pay you no matter what. So
was there anything positive about being there, Eric?
No, it's nothing positive.
Nothing.
It's nothing. There's nothing positive about it. The only thing I can say that's positive, if I don't reach $100 threshold, if it was $80, I'll get that. Like they'll pay you whatever, even if you're under the $100 threshold.
Look at LaShawn.
No.
That's no, but
when your numbers blow up, when they blow you up, so you make the extra money, you're not getting that money.
They're getting the money. They're getting the majority of that money, right?
Right. So what you did say, for instance, if you do 1 million views, right? 1 million views, maybe about $1,500 payout. Or you might see 600 of it, or maybe 700 of it, I mean, you won't see that.
No.
So it's a bad hit, man. Look, I've been through it all. One of the reasons why I've been through what I went through is because I could not get no help. I reached out to people. I reached out to content creators. Nobody was giving nobody support. I couldn't get no support, no answers, no help, no knowledge. This stuff right here we doing, this was nowhere, didn't exist years ago. All right. So when we tell y'all these things, man, this is some stuff that we experienced. Like for me, I think I probably went through the worst experience financially. The worst experience signing up to MCNs, me just spending a tons of money on my lifestyle and my hobby, out of everything. Like for me, not to this day, I'm still spending tons of money, but it's because I love what I do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So even though I make money, but I still spend a ton of money.
Yeah. Now, Jefe, I wanted to ask, you're not in a network, right?
No, I've been approached many times.
Oh, I bet you have. They slam us with those emails, man.
Oh yeah, but they try to start off early. They try to hit you early.
They try to hit you early, right? So they can get they could own your monetization, like Eric said. They want to own your monetization. So El Jefe, and this is to everybody, but on the panel, including myself, I guess, who helped you when it came to making better financial choices about your YouTube channel? Like, was there a you don't have to say their name if you don't want to, but I ask it like this: was there someone there to, like Eric had that situation, but eventually he had a shift and he swung that corner and he's recouping. Yeah. But when you got started with when you finally started making some money on YouTube, you start to trickle off a little bit. Was there anybody there to help you say, "Hey, man, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't. I probably would steer clear of that one," or I would. Did you have any kind of guidance financially? What financial advice when you were like kind of on that uphill climb still at the beginning?
Oh yeah, for sure. Thankfully, I had a couple of creators who I was in their comment section, like as a viewer before I even started my own channel, and I was always part of the conversations. Like I was leaving comments every time they uploaded a video, and then when I became a creator myself and I uploaded my first video and stuff. After a while, I started emailing, asking them questions, and like I emailed everybody. Like I emailed everybody that I could think of that was a content creator. I went to the email and I sent an email, and only one person replied back. And he's a real one. He's still a friend to this day. But it was one of the things where I hit him up and I was asking him like, hey, how do I do this, and how do I, what should I do about earning money on YouTube, because I just got pulled out of the partner program. Like, so I was trying to figure out all this information and stuff, and thankfully I had somebody who had my back and was very honest with me, and they were like, listen, the kind of content you're making, you should be doing affiliate links. Like they were the ones who told me like, sign up for Amazon.
Let's tap that real quick, Jefe, because that's a big part of your finances right there. If you're being right, that's a big part of your money. Yeah. That's bigger than YouTube, right?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Easily. Yeah. So how hard is it? And we'll check, because I think Gigi, do you have, or anybody else have affiliate links?
Yeah,
I do.
Okay,
I
think Gigi's. I didn't know. I didn't know if Eric and LaShawn had them yet or not.
Yeah,
but
I have.
Because I sent you one of mine before.
Yeah, I know. Some people in their comment section, they'll have affiliate in parentheses next to that, to let you know, hey, you're going to be helping my channel. So when you click this, I think
you have to technically if you put.
You're supposed to do it now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For disclosure, you're supposed to.
Okay, so El Jefe, and anyone can answer this after or with El Jefe, but how hard is it to LLC? How hard is it to get an affiliate link with Amazon?
Well, with Amazon, it's actually not that difficult. As long as you've got some sort of a social media following. And for me, it's been easy. Like as soon as I'm part of with Amazon, I'm a part of I think where am I at? 10 countries now, 11 countries.
Wow.
With Amazon affiliates.
Man.
Yeah. Here's the thing. YouTube is worldwide, so don't leave money on the table.
Right.
So, but it's one of those things where with them it was easy, because basically I'm putting the links to my social medias and the channel, and then they're saying how much traffic are you getting, and I'm telling them easily my channel, my videos are pulling in somewhere between 250,000 and 400,000 views a month, which is good. So for them, they're like, all right, cool. Like it's instant. Like it's like the next day.
You have to meet requirements to get an affiliate link.
I believe they do. I believe you do, because I remember
put you on a little test period, because that's how mine went.
Yeah, well, they still
if people
do
are
that.
buying off your links, and
if you don't get a sale in 90 days, you will get pushed off. Like I was on because when I first signed up, I was on US and UK and Canada, and I got kicked off of Canada and UK because I wasn't getting any, and nobody was clicking from those countries at the time. But right now, UK and Canada are my number 2 and number 3 biggest sources.
Wow.
So yeah.
Enjoy that tax bracket.
Right, man. Dude, I'm huge tax bracket. This year was.
I bet. I pay every year, so I'm not even gonna get into that. And I don't even have no LLC.
Right.
I just got my retirement and my regular, Anyway, LaShawn, you said you have affiliate links too.
Yeah.
And see, now folks, pay attention here. You new people that better soak up this information, because this is why you need a panel like this. All these people have different levels of YouTube, different levels of careers, and they all have different subscribers. They all have different views, but they have affiliate links. Yeah. They're not relying on YouTube. LaShawn has almost 700 subscribers?
I'm almost 600.
He has an affiliate link though. He's got affiliate links from Amazon, so he doesn't have to rely on just YouTube to come through for him. Gigi, she has over 1,000 subs. She has affiliate links.
I had affiliate links before I got on YouTube.
Boom, there it is right there. Yeah. See, again, that
a regular person can make money off of Amazon.
Nice. I had no idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea. And Eric, how long have you had affiliate links?
Oh, I've been having it for about a couple of years now.
Okay, yeah,
so I've been having affiliate links, and I'm gonna tell you what. When I first got affiliate links, I didn't think that I was gonna make that much money on it, but it turned out to be great, man.
I hear people say, like, hey, man, I'm making thousands of dollars on affiliate links.
Oh yeah, for sure. Wow. Yeah, people think it's people like play around with it. I met one of my friends who from in real life who's not on YouTube, and she runs a group, like a mommy group on Facebook, where they talk about, like, for new moms coming in, like, tips, here's the stuff you should buy, all this and that. She posts affiliate links in there. She's been doing that for years. I had no idea. And then when I had mentioned it to her just in passing, how, I was using affiliate marketing and revenue, and she was like, oh yeah, my mommy group that has, like, 40,000 people or whatever. She was like, yeah, I'm making something like $10,000-$12,000 a month on Amazon affiliates. I'm like, what?
Goodness.
Like, she quit her job just because she made a Facebook group.
Why not?
I would.
I was like, and her biggest seller? Diapers.
You refer your friends and family too. Everybody shops on Amazon. So I tell people all the time, just go to one of my YouTube videos, click on one of those links. You don't have to buy what's in the link. Just go from that link and shop.
But even with that, I just say if somebody buying anything on Amazon, I can create a link. So you can create any link.
I was going to ask that next. So you can
you can create it. Yeah, you can create any link you want. So anybody
I just joined eBay affiliates. Do you do you on eBay affiliates?
I haven't done eBay affiliates yet.
I've got a OnePlus affiliate. That's my only. I think that's my only affiliate is OnePlus. And they just recently, OnePlus thought I hated them. They wouldn't send me no phones. They still won't send me any phones, but they offered me their affiliate program, and I took it. And it's not very lucrative for me, I guess. And I do fairly decent amount of content on OnePlus phones, but I don't really like affiliates links like that. But I think if I did an Amazon affiliate link, I could probably get a lot of money like you guys.
Easily. Yeah.
I'm good though. I don't want it. We doing great on this. I don't want to be in no higher tax bracket than I'm already in. So I don't want that.
I wasn't ready for that move up. When I moved up from regular to 6 figures, I was.
Yeah, I've been there for quite some time, and it is not fun. I'm not getting I ain't got no babies to claim, nothing. It's not happening. So
I was like that gif of dude that's wiping his tears with the $100 bills.
It sounds good. It sounds good, but when it comes down to it, nope. So making money on YouTube is something that is a conversation that some people just won't have with you. So personally, they just feel like you counting their pockets, as people say, or they just don't want to address. Some people just don't want to share with you that you could actually make money on YouTube because they feel like you're taking from them, especially if you're coming into the same genre as them. So in the tech world, it's a battle. It's cutthroat. It is cutthroat. I've seen some of the nastiest things happen behind closed doors with some of your favorite creators, man. They're super nasty about it. They cutthroat. It could be just shocking to the world if they were exposed. But nonetheless, if you're new to YouTube, you actually can get in a positive circle like this. You want to have positive vibes, man. You want to be around people that's going to help you, that's going to be there for you when you're upset that video got 12 views and you worked on it for 45 minutes. It's going to happen to you. It has happened to me, and I'm sure it's happened to plenty of people on this panel. You made this video and you thought it was going to get 100,000 views and it got like 400. You made $6 off of it. You know, it's going to happen. But until you get monetized, a great example is LaShawn sitting up here. He's not even monetized yet. And Gigi has had her monetization for a while. She got it fairly fast compared to some other people. That's a quick turnaround to get monetized. That's super fast.
I put that with the pandemic and the Z Fold 2.
Yes. Yeah. The Z Fold 2 was very lucrative. I made a ton of money off of those Z Fold videos. Ridiculous.
Well,
my Z Fold paid for itself.
They didn't put out a good case, so I had a case journey, and people were just.
You sure did. You sure did. You were on one. I think every week it seems like you had a video out.
I had a different case,
on the cases, man.
We call that hitting the nail over and over, because basically, even though it was a different case, you were still hitting Galaxy Fold 2 over and over and over. And this is the thing I coach people to do. And I'm like, even if it's something slightly different, you're still hitting that main keyword. So you're still targeting that same viewer. And that was the key point. And the more you do it, and especially when YouTube sees that you're successful at it, and then you do it again, they'll reach a wider audience. So you do it again, it'll bring in more people. So that's a smart play.
Piggyback that, El Jefe, because she just said she hit a case lick. I hit a screen protector lick at one point.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, it's amazing. Some of the things that you think.
I'll say that too, because nobody wanted to remove the screen protectors on the road. And I did.
That's correct. And I remember when Eric first removed his. Video blew up. That video had thousands of views.
Oh man, they love it.
In a matter of a day or so.
That video still blows up for me to this day.
Yeah, I'm still getting tons of views from that video.
But piggyback that, LFA, what was that one video that you had that you didn't think was going to do good at all, and it turned out to be a good financial gain for you? Do you remember which one it was, or do you have like that one that you said?
Oh yeah. Oh no, absolutely. So for me, it was where I took somebody's advice and decided to make a buyer's guide. So a top 5 best video.
Really? A buyer's guide blew up for you? Oh
dude, that's the top 5 are the cornerstone of my channel now. Like that's what carries my channel.
I mean, I see you, but I just didn't think they were blowing like that.
Well, here's the thing. It's a double whammy, because I'm nailing exactly what my niche is, right? So I'm going after true wireless earbuds. So I'm nailing that. I'm also going for a budget, so people are all over the world can afford these earbuds. And then third, so it's getting a lot of views, so you're going to get that revenue. But I'm also putting in 5-6 affiliate links in there, so it doesn't even matter which one they pick. I win either way. Yeah. So it hits on multiple fronts. But now, because my name El Jefe is associated with top 5 true wireless, that every time I drop that video, it's an automatic win. Like it's immediately number 1 out of the last 10, and it just climbs. Like the last one I did is now, I think both of them now are over, or either just about to hit 100K or over 100K now from like 2 months ago. Yeah. So
that's a good look. And let's speak on that real quick. I gotta hear, Eric, I know you do pretty good on this, but I want to hear El Jefe, and then Gigi, I want you to piggyback this on views. How important are views to the ratio of you? Because I know what it looks like on the background, and I'll share mine. I don't mind sharing the numbers, like financially my gain on this, but how important are views versus the reality of what you actually get as far as money?
Oh man, yeah, it's a big difference. Like some people think that views, like you get a video that hits 1 million, you're getting $1 million, and that is not the case. Most of us, like, hey, real talk. Most of us are not getting 1 cent per view. Like most of us are not doing that. Even me, where I'm doing decent for a tech channel, although tech is very low CPM wise. Yeah, right. I think I'm getting like what is it? It's like 4,000ths of a cent. Like it's not even a cent. So that's what people got to understand. Like it takes a lot of views. Like here, let's put it for instance. If I want to get $1,000, like let's say on a regular month, if I want YouTube to pay me 1,000 in AdSense, I got to bring in minimum 200,000 views in that month, minimum. So that's to get a G. So that's where you have to start thinking about when people tell me, oh yeah, I can't wait to get monetized, about to hit 1,000 and this and that. And I'm like, you are not pulling in views to where they're going to pay you. So this is why I always tell people, focus on the content, focus on your viewer. You know, when you hit monetization, let it happen when it happens, but focus on improving your content because getting the views is far more important than anything else as you're growing. So that's the key to it. Because you're not going to.
You know what a lot of people do?
People think it is.
You know what? I want to piggyback off that.
Go ahead.
A lot of people focus on sub count. That sub count doesn't pay, man. The views is the one that pay. A lot of people say, well, you should be at 1 million subscribers. Like, I'd rather have 1 million views. I ain't worried about I worry about the subscribers, but like, I would rather, I like the flip flop part of that. I like the views, which my views does very well. But yeah, so a lot of people focus, well, you should have more subscribers than what you do because your content is good. Like, all of our content is good.
Yeah,
we all want to be at 1 million subscribers. We all want it, but it takes time.
What's that song? Won't be a baller. Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
It takes time.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. It's just a matter of grind and time to get there. But I'm in the same bag. Like, I think LaShawn and Gigi and everybody else and all creators, at a certain point, you hit this threshold where you kind of come to a realization. Not saying that subscribers don't matter, because they do, and I care about my community. Like, people know, like, we all care about our communities. But when it comes to the two things,
financial side, like Eric said, right?
It's like, well, here's the thing, though. For me, once you start realizing the way that YouTube works, you start realizing that subscribers, as a person subscribed, plays a smaller role in the success of your channel.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because it plays a smaller role, because that's really what it is. If they're not loyal, then it's like, all right, cool. Like, for me, here's what you put it like this. I've got 56,000 subscribers, somewhere around there. I know out of those 56, when I drop a video, I could drop a video. Let's say I just drop a video tomorrow about a cat, right? And not about earbuds, not about anything, just a cat video. I know how many of my people will actually show up for that video, and it's somewhere between 3,000 and 5,000. So out of my entire 56, there's only a hardcore 3,000 to 5,000 people that will show up for every video.
Those are the real 1%, folks. Calculating.
Those are the real ones. So it's one of those things where you have to remember, like, that's the core of the channel. So that's something you want to think about. Like, those are the real ones. After that, those are the ones I really worry about. Everything else is just really about getting views, because if they could be subscribed but they're not watching my videos, then they're not doing anything for you.
Doesn't that hurt you more than it helps you if they're subscribed and not watching?
Yeah. And this is one of the reasons why we don't. I always tell people, don't beg for subscribers. Let them naturally subscribe if they like your content. Because one of the things that I do see out there, we always talk about, we want to grow our subscriber count or whatever like that. But my whole thought is, okay, if you like the content and you want to see more content like this, subscribe to the channel. Now, I don't want you to just subscribe. I don't want you to subscribe because I'm asking you to subscribe. I mean, if you not go watch the content, don't subscribe.
Right.
Like, don't subscribe, right? Even if you say, I might watch one video every 6 months.
Just come back to my channel and watch when you feel like coming back. Yeah.
Exactly. You open to watch my channel, but if you want to watch good content, subscribe and be a part of my community. And that's how I want to have people invited in. I want people to be comfortable when they come to my channel and say, when they watch me, they say, hey man, I can't wait till this guy drop the next video. I like people to be excited about the next video, anticipating on the next video.
I've always said you're only as good as your last video. You can put out this fire video that was 1 million views, but after that, if you don't do anything else, how good was that?
Yeah. Yep. And so don't look for the viral video. Like the viral video, the one hurt you.
Say it again.
Oh my God. Viral videos hurt you because you drop one video that get 1 million views. Then the video you drop right after that get 20 views. You look really dumb. You look really dumb.
How you gonna live up to that?
You can't.
Right.
Consistency. That's what you want to aim for.
That's how you live up to it.
Don't aim for viral videos. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No. I shouldn't aim for viral.
I want to see LaShawn doing them TikTok dances.
I've been working on that,
chats and memberships. I'm looking at like my numbers and stuff now. Before super chats and memberships, I might still be waiting on my first paycheck.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, Gigi, how important are the views versus your actual payday? To keep it, people,
my loyal subscribers. I appreciate my members and people who just donate to the channel. Period.
Right.
Like, you don't have to donate. I like those who come by, hang out on my live streams.
Yes.
Those are my people.
Yes.
If I don't get to 2,000 subs next month, I don't care. Like, I'm knocking on 1,600. Okay, I'm having fun.
Yeah.
That's all that matters.
I've said that a bunch of times, folks. You gotta be doing something that's fun to you, or you're gonna be bored, and you're not setting a realistic expectation on your YouTube career, if you will. Your YouTube channel is gonna flop if you're not happy. People can tell when you're in a good mood, even if you're behind the camera. They can tell. They can tell when you're sick. They can tell when you cut your finger. They can tell anything. Well, what's that Band-Aid on your knuckle? They pay attention to everything, down to the cut on your fingers.
I used to schedule my videos. I'm going to wake up at 7 tomorrow and shoot this video. That was when I first started. I went back and started watching some of those videos. I was like, why do I sound like the dead has arisen? Because I got up in the morning to shoot a video like it was a job. I scheduled it like a job.
Lord have mercy.
Don't do it.
I have to be in the mood. Like, I want to shoot. And that's when I go shoot.
Yes. You gotta be in the headspace because they can feel that. But you also a smart move is always to warm up. Like I actually, here's the funny part, right? If I don't warm up, I'm not a singer, but I warm up my voice like a singer does before I do my videos, because when I batch record, I'm talking to a camera for about 2 hours, about 2 hours straight. So I'm doing a vocal warm up. But here's the thing though, what I was doing the same thing Gigi was doing, where I was just getting up really early and then my vibe was all out of whack. Or I was recording videos when I wasn't in a good mood or when I was feeling sick. And now this is like advice that I give to my customers and the people I talk to and coach is, especially the ones that are just starting out. I'm like, hey, be in the right headspace. If you're not in a good mood, don't do it, because it's called energy transference. It's something that performers do.
It doesn't go away. It goes from one place to another.
Yeah. So basically, like, you're in a good mood, you're having a good time, you're excited about this tech. Then the person watching you, they're gonna feel pumped up. Yeah. Look at Flossie Carter. Look at how his delivery and how pumped up his audience gets every time they watch his videos, especially when he's excited about something. You know what I mean?
Eric, when he is molesting them phones, he be.
Oh yeah. I need a cigarette after
that. He caresses when he caresses a phone. I'm like, Eric, I feel like I should cover my eyes when I'm watching his unboxing.
No, Eric had that one video. I forgot which phone it was. God, what phone was it? He didn't even talk. He was just like,
yes, it was music, and he was.
He was like, what the heck? What am I watching? Oh, have mercy.
And you know what's so funny about that? And this is the thing about YouTube. You have to try different stuff. You got to do something different.
Correct.
You got to make it exciting. You do the same old thing, it gets boring. So you have to try something new. You got to try something different. So my thing was like, let me do something, sexual towards a phone and rubbing it and all caressing it. And it works. It works. It works.
It works because Jay got mad at me when I did the video on the Mate X2 and didn't tell him I got it.
Man, yeah, you did.
Everybody was concerned that something was wrong with me when I said I had a confession.
Yeah,
I was like, y'all really think I'm gonna confess my life on the YouTube?
Hello, yeah,
right. Come on now,
right?
Man, so it's like funeral videos, right? When I do my funeral videos, it's something different. It's something new. Man, I love it. It's fun.
It's fun. It keeps people entertained and it keeps people coming back. That's for sure.
Yeah,
that's what you want, the people to come back. Because my experience, LaShawn, you can piggyback this if you want to. My experience with the views was pointed out by Tech Ninja. Kevin the Tech Ninja. I had posted something and he said, "Golly, man, you got more views than I got," and I didn't know what he was talking about. I had no idea. I was like, "What is he talking about?" Then I looked and I was like, whoa, he's right. At that time, man, I think I've passed 50 million views or whatever, but I didn't understand.
Are you talking about overall channel views?
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I didn't know what he was talking about at the time and didn't really pay attention. I guess I'll say I didn't really pay attention to it. Overall channel views, that's a big one.
Yeah.
That's a huge part of your YouTube channel. And financially, that does play a part. At least it does for me, because the view count, you want people to
overlook
watch
that. Looking for subs, they overlook
I would rather focus on the view count. Now, again, like Jefe said, like Eric said, like you said, like Sean said, the subs are important. We need some. I would rather have loyal. I've been saying that for years. I'd rather have 100,000 loyal subs than 1 million people who just hanging around.
Yep.
I would have that any day. So the view count, I start to pay more close attention to that a couple years ago when Tech Ninja pointed that out. He said it on Twitter. I forgot what I posted. I posted something and he was like, "Yo, man, that's wow." And then Grant Likes Tech, he said it also. He was like, "Man, those views though." And I'm thinking, man, I need to pay attention to this. I need to pay attention to this because this is important. So, LaShawn, your view count is going up, by the way. I know you've been checking. Well, I don't know if you checked it out, but have you been checking out your view count? Have you looked at your view count? Like your overall channel view?
Overall channel view count? I only look at it when vidIQ or TubeBuddy tells me. Yeah. Other than that, I don't really look at it like that.
Your videos are doing great though.
Hey,
where you at, man? You're doing great.
Yeah. Hey, real talk, because I remember when I was at 500 subs and I was struggling to get 50 views on a video.
Yeah.
So when I see like my dudes out here, you know, everybody who is on the newer side of it, like less than 1,000 or less than 5,000, and you guys are pulling hundreds, if not thousands of views. I'm like, this is beautiful, because bro, I was hurting for views back when I was under 1,000. I'm not lying, man.
I know I was too.
Yeah. So when I see that stuff, I'm so proud of y'all. Like, you guys don't get it, like how much that that feels so good to me, because it almost seems, not going to say that it's easier, because it's not. It's a grind. Yes. But the community is so much stronger that people are coming through for each other, and that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah. But you know what? It believe it or not, when you drop a video, that's actually when things start. Like, you just don't drop a video and just leave. That's when you have to start marketing yourself. You have to start, posting it on social media, start getting, being in different groups that you post your video, get them to be aware that, hey, you might not got, the bell icon doesn't work. So you have to, sometimes you have to market yourself as you drop your video. And I found that by me doing that, it worked great for me. Whether or not it's going to be on, Telegram groups that I'm in, or whether or not it's going to be on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, wherever you got your social media, you post your videos, because a lot of people say, I didn't get the notification, but I want to watch a video. So I find myself getting a ton of views when I start dropping my videos in different chats, different tech chats. Some people be dropping my videos in Reddit. I got my own Reddit page, but people take my videos and drop it on other Reddit pages. So that helps me out a lot, even though it's good exposure, but you got to deal with the Reddit crowd. They're not too friendly sometimes, but it works out great. And the view count is really good sometimes. When you look at it, you get excited, especially when you put a lot of work into it. That's right. And then you see you got a couple of thousand views on it. Like, wow, that's what I'm talking about.
It's good to have a video. It's good to have a person who doesn't have a lot of subs getting a lot of views, because that means this algorithm, all that kind of stuff, man. You need to work your way up the search engine, because there's plenty of videos I've watched. And since LaShawn is on the panel, he's got videos over 1,000. He don't even have 1,000 subs. So that means people are watching, son. People, always someone looking at you. He's even had products sent out to him already, right?
I had a few. Products.
There you go. Congrats. I couldn't get nothing until I hit 10,000.
Right. And he's not even monetized yet. That's motivation for you right there.
Yeah.
That's motivation right there. So we're talking about financial side of YouTube, and this is part 7. So if you're just joining in, be sure to go back and put it on replay, man. Check out 1 through 6. I think you're going to get a piece of the pie that'll lead you up to this point to enjoy this series that we have going. And I'll say we, because I'm not doing anything by myself. I need everybody that's helping me. I need these people to make this train go. So this is part 7, and we're talking about the money side of things. So I'm getting ready to bring in another guest, man. I mean, this is going to be another perspective on, and let's just stay put. El Jefe, come on, hang out with us if you can, man.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm going to bring in another guest, and I'll bring in another guest after that. So right now, I got my man coming through right now. This person is definitely going to give you a different perspective on financing and financial side of YouTube. And it's my man, Barry Johnson. Let's bring him in.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey,
appreciate you having me.
Good with you.
Hello.
Doing well.
Is this Wired Wednesday or what?
It feels familiar.
So Barry, you've been listening. You know, and before I go any further, thank you to Eric, thank you to Gigi, thank you to LaShawn, and special thank you to El Jefe. And again, Barry's just coming on. He's going to chat with us. And we got somebody else after this too, folks, to give you another perspective on this money. Money is important. As long as you don't chase the money, you'll be okay. And that's with life. Don't chase money. You can lose a lot of things chasing money. Trust me. So Barry, you've been listening. Barry's been in the chat. He's been hanging backstage for a little bit. You've been listening. Just catch us up on how you feel about YouTube. And how long have you been doing YouTube now, Barry? How long is your channel?
Yeah, so my channel will be a year in October, but I really didn't start. So my channel is a little different than everybody. My channel was really designed for my company, but what started happening is over time, people that were in the YouTube community that were just supporting this community were like, hey man, we want you to do some stuff, like some content like us. And I'm like, it's not going to happen. So I started doing phone content maybe, what is it, like a couple of months ago? That's when I started doing phone content. So I'm actually we talked about branding. I'm actually going to do all my work stuff on a separate channel where no one gets notifications and stuff like that. Only my work will know to pass it out to our customers. And then I can just focus on this channel.
That's good. So what advice, because I know you have some advice, even though you didn't plan it to be this way, it's people looking, like when I watch your channel, I'm looking to get I want to see the good content. You set the bar kind of high for yourself with that Pixel 5 video, I must say. And then check out his latest video on the one and only Surface Duo. Fire, it's banging, right? It's good, folks. I won't spoil it for you. You got to go to these people's channels. Look down below. The information is there. So starting out, though, a new person is approaching you. And you heard what El Jefe said. You heard what we all said pretty much to get going. What advice can you give that new person based on your own personal experience about what to expect from getting this YouTube thing going?
So I'm in a little different, and hopefully people will hear me since I've got the lowest sub count here. But I've been very fortunate. So the people on this panel, have given me advice, all of them. Easy, Gigi, LaShawn. So I literally have work lights right now. My lighting is going to get way better towards the end of the year. And the reason why I have these work lights is because my wife was going to start a channel, and she got me to get her a mirrorless camera. So when she decided, hey, I'm not going to use this camera, I used the camera and I kept the cheap lights. And I always have easy, like in the back of my mind, Gigi and LaShawn, you don't need to bankrupt yourself to start your channel. Focus on making good videos. Don't just put out anything. There's a certain amount of time, like your community will be there, but make sure you put out. So my goal is to make sure my video is better each time. Not, oh, I'm gonna get the Mi 11 Ultra and I'm gonna get this other phone. It's, hey, these are phones that are affordable, that I can get into the budget, get to the channel, and maybe give us perspective that's different from other people doing the same reviews.
You heard what he said. You're only as good as your last video. I keep telling people you're only as good as your last video. And Barry, you made a comment. I think it was on part 6 or something like that. I forgot where we were at. We were on a live stream, and you said no one's gonna watch if it's trash. I forgot what we were.
Yes.
We were on a live stream.
Yeah. No, I say that a lot. So like, to give you an example, the thing that I try to, like, we can talk about, like, everybody in the chat, and I've had conversations, and El Jefe doesn't know this, but I've had conversation about El Jefe. He's always carried himself very professionally. Same with Eric.
Yeah.
But you can even go back and look at their older videos that were great videos, and they still have said, you know what, I'm going to improve the quality more.
Yeah.
Same with Gigi, same with yourself. And to give you an example, like LaShawn might send me a video and I tell him, like, hey, I'm going to nitpick. Your video is going to be fire, but I'm going to, now we're in nitpick mode because of the level that he set. Like, really right now with him, the only thing that's going to improve is going to be if he gets, as he starts to improve his equipment. And then that's still going to be, you're sifting through sand to try to find a rough spot, right? So that's always been my advice to the new people starting. Don't go out and spend the money. There have been people, there's examples. Look at the people on the panel. You can do it with low budget. Like, a lot of your videos still do big numbers when you're doing budget devices. It's like, hey, maybe you can start lowering the budget.
Yeah. And you know what the thing about it, like, for me, I'm a tech enthusiast and a hobbyist first. I make YouTube content, based off of my hobby, right? So even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I think I still have 170 phones. Like that's how I look at it. I would have over 150 plus phones, even if I wasn't doing YouTube. So it for me, I'm a hobbyist first. Like I'm a Star Trek fan, Star Wars fan. I'm a space guy. I love technology. I got a college degree. I'm a computer science major. So it's like it's grew up through my roots in my life about technology. So as far as finances with me, thank God I own businesses because I don't know how I couldn't afford none of this stuff. And believe me, when we,
you wouldn't have those 170 phones.
Yeah, I promise you that. Right?
Yeah,
and
I got forced into this. I want to say.
All right.
I got one right down here, all the way down on the end because I was the same way, Eric. I was buying the stuff anyway.
Exactly. So
I would still have this Huawei that was a $3,000 phone. I still had it anyway, but I just wouldn't be doing YouTube.
Yeah,
I reviewed what I like.
I would have bought like 5 phones a year. That's just having fun, right?
Right.
So I was gonna do it regardless. It wouldn't have been like nothing has deviated. Like I didn't start YouTube and go, okay, it's got to be me at 11 Ultra or higher. I haven't, bought an S21 Ultra, stuff like that. But I haven't really changed much except now I'm recording it.
So Barry,
I actually buy less phones.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Gigi.
I said I buy less phones now. I was averaging 10 a year. I think I'm up to 6. Yeah.
You was catching up with me. I mean, shoot.
I buy and sell though. I don't keep them. I'm not Eric.
Yes,
I sell them eventually. I keep my collectors, but I sell like the duplicates and things like that.
I need to do that. Like going into 2022. See, my problem is when I look at this, say if I bought something for $1,000, right, and I try to resell it, and the value of the device is $400. I'm not gonna lose $600. I'd rather keep it than lose $600.
True.
That's why I keep a lot of phones.
That's a good way to look at it.
Yeah, because I look at if you go buy and sell a device, the window is short.
It is.
You have a short window. If you wait 6 months to try to sell a phone or sell a product that's been on the market for 6 months, the value, especially in Android, drops by 70%.
Not all Androids.
But not all Android.
Imports are good, but what I was going to say to Eric, if I'm buying 10 phones in that year, I'm not keeping a phone 6 months.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm keeping the collectors, but there are phones out there that definitely Huawei holds good value, man.
Yes, I made money on my Mate XS.
Yeah, I sold my Mate 20X for the exact amount. I didn't lose any money, and I had it for like 3 months probably. I don't remember exactly how long I had it, but
Eric, I was upset with you when you got rid of it.
I know. I've been trying to buy another. Actually, here's a true story. I actually bought another one about a month ago, and they took my money. And then it was like a two and a half months ago. They took my money. I was willing to wait, like if I had to wait 3 weeks to get it. Yeah. And after about 3 weeks, I didn't get an updated email for the tracking or anything like that. So when I called or emailed them back, they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it's out of stock." And they start offering me other phones. I was like, "Y'all kept my money for 3 weeks and it was out of stock." They still have it on their website right now showing that it's in stock, and it's not. So that was going to be one of my throwbacks that I was actually going to keep and actually use. But I'll spoiler. I ordered it. I paid for it, and it did. They kept my money, and they never shipped it. So I had to it took me a while to get it. It took me like 3 days to get a refund. But that was about a month-long process, and I didn't want to talk about it because I was so upset. I was like, I'm done with this, man. Mm-hmm. So, folks, you've been watching. I got another guest. Yes. Got another guest.
Another.
You've been another. What's that guy? What's his name?
DJ Khalid.
Another one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've been watching. This is part 7, talking about money. You've heard from me. You heard from Eric, Gigi, LaShawn, Barry, Hefe. You hear all these different views. Let's bring in someone who's really technical. If you don't know, if you haven't watched this person's videos, you want to learn something, go on over there. You'll learn something. She does great at tutorials. She will have you engaged, and it's a lot of fun. So let's bring on Tech Valor. Here she is.
Hey.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, hold on. Let me see.
He'll put the glass.
Oh, okay. So hold on. We got to make an adjustment.
Right. You got the.
You got to bounce.
I forgot. So El Jefe, shout out the crew. Tell everybody where they can find you at.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, anybody who's looking for me at El Jefe Reviews across all social medias and on YouTube, that's the importance of locking all that down.
Yes.
Coming back full circle. But man, I appreciate you having me on. I actually got a dip anyway because we got dinner coming up here. So I can't keep the wife waiting.
You gonna come back again though for another stream, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I gotta put you on the spot.
It's a blessing and an honor to be here, man.
I'm happy to have you on here, dude. You have no idea.
Yeah, man.
So
thanks for helping us all out, El Jefe.
Give it up to El Jefe, man.
And you guys know where I'm at. And any creators who need any assistance, people know you can ask anybody. That my DMs stay open for creators because my goal is to help everybody out because there's enough for all of us out here to eat. And I'm willing to share the information.
It sure is. You heard it right there. Yeah. Listen, today we're going to have El Jefe step backstage, and I guess he'll join us in the chat. He's going to have dinner with his family. You better come back again, man. I'm going to leave that door open for you to come back for another stream.
All right, man.
All right, sir.
All right, guys. See you.
All right. Later.
All right, so now we'll bring on Tech Valor since I was at my limit. Wanted to keep El Jefe on, but I hit my limit, I guess. So here is Tech Valor. Finally, she makes it on.
What's up, Tech Valor?
She streams almost every day, it seems.
Tech Valor. I cut down my streaming.
Tech Valor streams before this stream. Every Monday she streams. Now you've been listening. I gotta hear your take on this because I know you've been listening and watching and talking about. This is about money, a discussion, a topic that people just don't like to talk about when it comes to YouTube. Some people will not be honest. And I forgot to ask El Jefe a question I wanted to ask the panel, but if he sees the replay or if he catches it, I want to ask that now that you're on. But what do you tell new people who's going to join YouTube and they think they're going to get rich?
That's not going to happen.
just like that. Yeah. Just like that. It's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen right away. Yeah. As a person that had 1 million views in one video, it doesn't mean you're going to get $1 million from it. But it's still a good milestone. But I think definitely if you want to get into YouTube, you have to first like making videos because that's that tedious work that even though like you make like the bombest of videos, you'll put it out and you'll be like, why isn't that translating into views? And you'll probably see other videos that you would consider low quality getting more views than yours, but you have to absolutely love the process before you can actually start getting money.
Say it again. You gotta love the process. You have to love what you're doing, or you're gonna be setting yourselves up for failure. Now, Barry and Tech Valor, I hope you were listening to those questions, but there's one in particular I want to ask both of y'all because we've all answered it, and we're gonna piggyback it again, obviously. But at what point now are both of you guys getting financial gains from YouTube yet? Are you guys making money on YouTube yet?
In this year, I've only gotten paid twice by YouTube.
See,
so I'm not. This is all just
boom. And so, folks, here we go again with real life situations. You would look at Barry's video. Look at his last video. Look at and it's right there with LaShawn. Look at the quality. Look at the footage. I'm not going to spoil it for you. It's up to you to go and check these people out. I'm not going to keep telling you, oh, they're great. Go look for yourself. I would never mislead you and lie to you. If it's quality work, it is quality work. And you go look at that last video from Barry.
Yep.
And tell me what you see. You would think this cat has been doing this for a long time and he's getting paid on YouTube. Yeah. You would think that. And look at Tech Valor. She has videos over 1 million views. She has videos with 1 million views. I don't have any with 1 million views. She's got what? I think 5,000 subs or so. She only gotten paid. She's only gotten paid twice, she said.
This year. Yeah.
This year. Those are real life situations right there. Real life. It doesn't get any more real than that.
They're the ones who make me reevaluate my crappy video.
Hello.
That's what I was like, God, dog, I look at my videos. My videos ain't even close.
Oh my God.
I got to go buy 6 more cameras. I got to look. They're the reason why I just spent 10 grand this year, right? Because I bought all this equipment because I'm trying to compete with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, God, my videos suck. No wonder why I can't get
the one thing I will say, Jay, is if my video was poor, like I'm like really poor, people on the panel, I'm not saying you would, but I know 4 people on the panel were like, hey, something's not hitting with that.
I would tell you. I know.
I'm just saying, I'm not putting you on that spot, but I'm just saying.
I would tell you though.
You know,
people send me their videos all the time, and they say, "Hey, check this out." Before I release it, like you did, LaShawn, I'd be like, probably want to turn that mic up a little bit, or might want to change that angle.
Yep.
You know, that's what you want. You want somebody to be honest with you.
Exactly.
But you want somebody who can take the criticism too. So if you're coming into YouTube, correct. I like that when Barry made that comment, he got savages though. Like Catwoman is going to tell you every second of the video where you need to fix something.
Correct.
At 37 seconds in, you need to do blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. And so I don't send her my videos. I'm like,
that video out. It's not anything that's not true though. It's not.
Yeah,
I know.
Oh, your video is gonna be fire when she finishes tearing it apart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's like a lot of little things that go into making a video, like just like the minutia of it, timing, cadence, things like that. But then there's also things that just outside of the video itself, like thumbnail, description, advertising, advertising and marketing afterwards. Like Easy said, once you create a video, it's not done.
It's not done.
Yeah. Even though you're working on the next video, you're thinking about how to propel the previous one.
Correct.
Yes.
And I will say, because I'm still trying to hone my craft, that like Gigi, Easy, and Tech Valor had told me to do this, but I have not started the promotion yet.
Yes,
because I'm still honing it. But what happened with me is, like on my Pixel video, it got a nice surge because people were like, "Oh, he's doing phones now." Mm-hmm. Then Grant F's shouted me out in a video, so it took off. So then it kept going, and I even asked Tech Valor one day. I said, "What is going on with this? This shouldn't be getting this many views, Mm-hmm. And I said, "Can you make sure that I don't have anything crazy going on?" And we looked, and it was all coming from Google search. Like people were searching for those videos at that time. So I just got lucky, you know.
Yeah, it's true. You never know when something's going to be re-released.
Right. This is one of the reasons why I got to change my stuff. See, I got to change everything now. Stop
it, Eric. Stop it.
Be who you are.
Another very important point is when to premiere and when not to premiere.
Exactly. That's that can do it. Do you guys feel like doing? I've noticed this. If a person is going to get started on YouTube and they're thinking about money, Gigi gave the best tip. I think it was on part 3 or 4. I forgot. I think when Tech Love and Mama was on, Gigi gave a good tip. She told me something I didn't know about live streaming to get your views up. Whichever one we were talking about the views and stuff at that time, I didn't know that live streaming helped with your views like that. Yeah. But the plus side of, and I saw this on LaShawn's stream, he had his Cash App flowing along the bottom on the ticker. I didn't even think about doing that. So I put the thing on mine. I'm still gaining. You should never get to a point where you're not willing to learn. Right. Because you have to surround yourself, like Barry was saying, you got to surround yourself with some honest people. Mm-hmm. So I didn't know about live streaming, and I didn't know about, okay, I can put this in this ticker down here. I can do all these things. And the point I'm getting at is that if you're a new person out there and you are looking to get some financial gain, if you're going to be doing this seriously, you don't really have to be monetized, as these people on the stream have told you, to make money and be in the YouTube platform. Mm-hmm. So Sean has his Cash App down there. There's just
the
things
PayPal.me and
your PayPal, all those things. But what I'm getting at is live streaming. Yeah. I highly recommend to make yourself comfortable with YouTube to live stream. Some people are not good at it, and even you don't have to live stream like us. Like I'm comfortable being on camera. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I do top down live streams. You can do live unboxings, anything to get yourself comfortable. Like Tech Valor just said, the natural flow of what you're doing. It has to just flow. It has to flow. So getting yourself ready for YouTube and getting financial gains off of that, I think live streaming is one of the best things you could possibly do for yourself. I think you could possibly just doing a live stream everything to start if you don't know what to do. Mm-hmm. And if you don't have a circle like this, the people watching you will critique you. They'll tell you, man, that lighting is bad. The microphones is horrible, or you need a tripod. The worst thing I've seen is people doing videos with no tripod and they're holding it. And I can't stand to see people do that who are already established. If you're an established channel, there's no reason you should be doing all these shaky cam productions. Straight up, it just shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
But new people starting out, I think that's one of the best steps.
Unless you're testing, unless you're testing stability.
Unless you're testing stability. But I think one of the best pieces of advice I got was from Gigi she was talking about live streaming. It helps get your view count up, and then you can actually pull in people. But the flip side of that,
you won't get as many subs from live streaming as you will posting content, though.
Right. You got to have some content. But the flip side of that is, what if you do get a lot of subs and then people start expecting you to live stream all the time and that becomes the staple of your channel, and that's not what you were looking for.
Right.
It's a catch-22. You gotta get some balance going on.
Yeah, that has happened to me a few times where I've done a video and then all of a sudden YouTube wants to pigeonhole me into a certain thing. So one time I decided to do something fun and I went live playing a video game, which was like an exercise video game. And the first time I did it, the audio quality and the video quality wasn't good. So I did it a second time. And the audio and the video quality still wasn't up to par. So then I did it a third time and I was like, all right, good. Well, the second video that I did was, I don't know if somebody took it and like posted
you
it
unlisted
to the
it,
website.
right?
I unlisted it and it got like 500 views off of that live stream.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, what is happening? Where is my video? Who has it? Who shared it? Because I wasn't particularly proud of that one.
Yeah.
So YouTube will do like, things to like pigeonhole you into like, okay, do that content. And then I was kind of worried because I was like, oh, is it like people have a fetish of like me working out or something? So I had to I was like, okay, it's unlisted. I don't know what's going on.
Well,
you
it's
gotta be careful what you practice, I guess.
Yeah, that's right.
It's funny
play around with.
That makes me think of another thing that Gigi had told me. So when I first started out, I was like, hey, I'm gonna do this this video on OBS. And it's stuff that I do at work. And I said it can translate to people since it's during the pandemic. And to make a long story short, we always talked about how I would ramble. I'm like, I gotta cut. I'm like, I'm telling you about my 5th video coming up. I'm like, I don't need to tell you about what's coming up, And I released this video, even after having conversations with her about other videos. I released this video and I had too many things going on for the subject matter. So I was like, man, I'm gonna take this video down. And back then I was getting I was lucky to get 100 views or something like that. That video for the longest, because Gigi's like, no, don't take it down. Leave it up there. That had, it was like over 600 views. It was like the #1 video on my channel, for months,
Yeah.
And I'm
never
like,
take a video down.
Yeah, this
I don't care how terrible it is. Leave it up.
Yes.
So one of my greatest videos is a computer tutorial. I got almost 2 million views on that.
You sure do. You sure do.
That video still trending. I do 10,000, 20,000 views on that video easily. Just that one video.
You got this one video where you was it was about I thought to myself, it was how to reset your computer.
Yes, those videos do very well.
Like, what the heck? I was like, this video has I think 1 million. I don't know how many views. It has a lot of views. And I was like, what the heck in a way to hate? But I'm like, wow, why isn't he doing this?
Well, it's just because it's just not because how many videos can you make to reset a computer? That's why I stopped making it because the way Windows 10 is kind of screwed up right now. I was making Windows 10 videos in Windows, and I was like, wow, it's nothing to talk about here. It's so screwed up.
Windows fell off. Windows fell off.
So you can't right now. I think when I started making those computer videos, it was right at the right time when everybody was getting viruses. When you had Windows 8.5 going to 8.1 going to Windows 10, and a lot of people didn't know how to factory reset the computers, and people was going crazy. So I made the video at the right time. And it was all about timing with that video. So that video shot off.
So do you think new people have to have some kind of and let's go around the panel. Let's start up at the top with LaShawn, Gigi, and then Eric, and then Barry. Let's swing over to Eric. You go last because we gotta let these new people talk. Let's go start up. We'll start with let's swing it around to take Valor, Barry, holla at your boy, Gigi, and then Eric. Do you think that new people have to have some kind of I don't want to say gimmick to grab the attention and get the views to people to watch them, because you need the views to get some kind of financial gain at some point or another. Right. Starting with TikTok, do you think people have to have new person has to come on with some kind of clown hat on, even if they're doing what they like? Because I've seen people do this. I'm thinking this is what's the guy PewDiePie or whatever? I think this guy has no. I think this guy, and it's no diss. If I saw him in person, I would tell him. Trust me when I tell you, he's a young cat. If I saw him in person now and somebody asked me how I thought about him, I would say the same thing. Your channel is not entertaining at all, but you got a gazillion views. What do you tell a new person who says, "I want to be like PewDiePie"? Do you think they need some kind of gimmick or something? Because I think I think he doesn't have a gimmick channel. I'm not hating either. I have my right to talk about a person's opinion about their channel. I don't see how this guy has a billion views. I watched one video and was like falling asleep. Do you need that versus just being not original? But I'm asking, like, some people come in and blow up with this kind of outlandish stuff.
Yeah. No, I definitely wouldn't say you have to go to that type of extreme, like pranking and things like that. But if you're the kind of person that has fun already, people want to see that side of you. You need to have some type of personality, but there has to be a level, there has to be some type of moderation. You have to look like you're having fun, and you have to actually have fun inside in order to do well, because if you're going to then start to experience burnout. So no, you don't need to be like PewDiePie, but you do need to look or exude that this is where you want to be.
Yeah. Very
good point. Yeah. So I think if you want to blow up like him, I think there is a necessary thing for you to have a gimmick. But like what I tell new people, like, like even when I was going through my own thought process, is do the best work that you can and do the little things, like nitpick yourself, like bring something unique. And Easy talks about this all the time. Bring some unique perspective, because pretty much everybody's making the same video, right? Bring it and do the little things, like look directly in the camera, show your personality and stuff like that. You'll be surprised how many people that I'll hit up Tech Val and I'm like, this person still don't look in the camera when they're doing videos. And they've been on their YouTube. They've been on there. Yeah, they've been for years. And I'm like, what are you doing?
I said,
exactly. And it's like, dude, and you wonder why you're not getting views. It's little things like that, So there is a new up and coming guy that you guys know. I love him to death, and I won't say his name, but he wants to get better, and he'll send me like, hey, can you take a look at this? You think I'm doing this? And like, hey, you nailed it. Like little things like that. But he wants to be better, and he's already doing well.
Yeah.
So,
LaShawn, you gotta have a trick. You gotta have a trick up your sleeve to make it on YouTube nowadays. To get the real dough, whatever real dough is.
I wouldn't necessarily say you need a trick up your sleeve. Like, just be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's and if you're that type of guy or that type of girl that's a funny person like that, then let that shine.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't go out and act an idiot, just for, I do on my live stream, but
that's not based on what your channel is about, though.
Right.
I don't think you're acting in your live stream.
Yeah. You're having fun.
Yeah, I think you're being yourself.
You're having fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So if you're that funny person, then they're gonna see that, and there's no need for you to go out and do something that you normally wouldn't do just to, get some views or something like that.
Yeah. So no clown hat for you then, just to get that money.
No.
Now, one thing I will say, when it comes to his videos, there will not be a clown hat.
Right.
He does not, trust me, when he's going through his setup and all that stuff, he does not have, and I tell people all the time, oh, I love LaShawn's, dude, he's not starting with garbage.
Yeah. No.
Everything is on point.
He got some skills.
Yeah.
He got skills.
I appreciate
Especially coming from a guy who freaking didn't even have a channel. He was just trolling everybody in the comments. Unbelievable. Years later. You got Gigi, before you go, I don't think they understand how long LaShawn has been around.
Yes.
easily 10 years in my comments. I'm for real, son. This guy's
me and him used to fight in our my comments. Me and him used to fight in my comments.
You didn't know he was Eric, better stop that talking about my pixel, man.
Right.
I remember I almost hit him from your channel a couple times.
Yeah.
I didn't even you didn't know he was serious, and I was like, is he for real? Like, he called me a dummy on here, or he said I was stupid. I was like, this guy for real? This guy, I'd be in the middle of the video, he'd be like, get that old junk out of here if it ain't a pixel.
Right.
Trash.
This guy, who is this guy, man? But yeah, I mean, so Gigi, we know you don't put on a clown hat, but there's going to be somebody that come. You know, what do you tell them, Gigi? If you see some lady come to you and say, "I'm getting in tech too, but I'm gonna show more cleavage because I know that's what they really want." Or,
I've had people tell me I need to show more cleavage, and
what?
I could do
What the heck?
I need to do an unboxing between my boobs. I have it would get my views up. And it probably would, but the thing is this: that's not what I want on my channel.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
I do think you have to have a certain level of.
That's not even right. That's not even right. Who does that? I know you wanted to reach through that message and slap him, like, show more cleavage. What?
There's something that needs to stand out, though. Like, kind of like Tech Val was saying, something separates you from everybody else.
Right.
So I experimented with things that were entertaining to me, and sound effects. I put sound effects in my videos. A lot of people put clips from movies and stuff. I prefer the sound effects. I like you to use your imagination a little bit.
Yeah.
But some videos I felt like I overdid it, so I've kind of toned it down to like here and there. But I really think you have to have fun in your videos, and there is something that needs to stand out about you, but you don't need to show your boobs to do that.
Yeah, that's just silly. Because the person telling you that, they're not going to pull their pants down and show they self. They'd be too embarrassed. That's just disrespectful right there. That's just disrespectful right there. That's a whole nother level of disrespect. I'm totally against stuff like that. People already trying to exploit women in tech. Women in tech.
I was gonna say, being a woman in the tech.
Yeah.
Like, this is different. I've had people leave that comment. This is different. A woman reviewing.
This doesn't make any sense. They shouldn't be looking at it. They should be just saying, "Man, she is good," or "This person is just good." It's always a guy who has to resort to sex just for his own personal gains. I'm totally against. I hate that so much. I hate that men do that. And but if a woman tell a man, "Oh, pull your stuff out and do the video," most guys will be embarrassed. They wouldn't. They can't even do it. They ain't got it like that. Yeah, that's just
but
be real
you do
honest.
have to have thick skin for YouTube.
You do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, as a woman in tech, you definitely have to. You know what? We're gonna let Eric go on this topic, and I want you and Tech Val to really touch on this because I touched on this with somebody else, the last guest on a female on here. But look at El Jefe. I
know, right? El Jefe.
El Jefe.
Yeah.
You don't want to start an OnlyFans, El Jefe?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Lay your head on my shoulder.
Oh my God. Eric, I want y'all to really touch on that because that's a serious conversation to have when it comes to making money on YouTube as women. You guys technically can shut everybody down. Let's just say you do decide. If women decided to bombard tech, it's a wrap for the fellas because all the super chats are gonna go to them. It don't matter how good MKBHD is. Right. Women gonna be getting super chats $100 a pop. It's like nothing. But Eric, before we go there, Eric, clown hat, no clown hat.
No clown hat. But one of the things that I do want to emphasize for all the up and coming YouTubers, what are you bringing to the table? That's the whole thing. I mean, you have to bring something to the table. You just say, I'm going to start a YouTube channel and I'm going to talk about the devices I got in my head. Well, hell, join the party. Everybody else is doing the same thing, right? So what are you going to bring to the table?
That's different.
I mean, that's the whole thing. A lot of smaller content creators get frustrated because they focus on the numbers and they shouldn't because you need to focus on the content. What are you bringing to the table? What are you going to do that different from me? What are you going to do? Look, me, I guess I got the clown suit on. I'm dressed like Star Trek, but I love this stuff like for me. But I always say, what are you going to bring to the table? right? What are you going to be that's different from everybody else? That's the part that you have to soul search. Do you love what you're doing?
Eric, don't you think that's where people actually accidentally put on a clown hat by trying to find themselves?
Yes. And I think that happens a lot. I think a lot of people is not real to themselves. So this happens a lot, right? You got people that's gimmicky in the beginning, and then finally once they start, growing and start getting into themselves, they start laxing off to what they used to do. And that's the whole thing. Be real to yourself, be real to your community, and build your community from the ground up. Nobody ever been rich in 1 week, 1 day, right? You got people that grow from the ground up, right? You go to 12 years of school to go to college. So, I mean, you think about this. It's all about the growth and the potential growth and being real to yourself. Look, you don't have to be fake about this. And this is what happens in this industry, right? That everybody trying to fake it to make it. And, your subscribers and your people will notice that. They'll see it. They'll see it.
He's playing on some comments that we've made on Wired Wednesday.
No, I know. Yeah, I think that's hilarious. Eric, you're right. This is your Wired Monday. Appreciate Wired Wednesday crew coming over to Wired Mondays, I guess.
But you can't fake it, though. You can't fake it.
Eric, now, that comment, this is a funny comment, though. Let me put this back up for a second. This is funny. But, Eric, if that were to happen, though, if the women start to be, sexual in tech, it's a wrap for us, right?
Absolutely. Yeah. You know why? Because you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna say some names. I'm gonna say some names. I'm gonna say Justine, Crystal Law, right? I mean, those.
But that didn't put you out, though. That's what I'm saying. Like.
But
that would be something
different.
people would
you'd be
watch
opening the door. You'd be opening the door. You would be
Oh.
opening the door to less talented tech people, and anybody will walk through that door.
But what would they get from them that
they had a pretty face? It's a wrap for us.
This is where I disagree, because I see it all the time and at my clients in engineering. So women that have tried to do that, it gets them to a certain level,
and then that's
but there's always a certain amount of men that no matter how sexy and they're trying to act, they're like, you're a woman, you don't know anything. I need to talk to Barry over here. It happens all the time.
There may be a small community of people, though, but the bigger, larger community go look for the legs and the cleavage and the makeup.
Yeah, but they're gonna take that
hair.
for entertainment, Eric. If I still want to know what that Surface Duo does, and
somebody
doing an unboxing between their tits, that's not gonna happen.
They go. Yeah, but
remember, we're talking about money. This stream is about money, and you will rule.
But you said shut your channel down. It's not gonna shut your channel down.
No, I'm saying financially, I won't be able to compare if they know they can come to your video and Tech Valor video and see boobs with the crap in between. It's a wrap for me. I'm not going to make any money off that video.
You got the Surface Duo and.
Right. It's not gonna happen.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me my next thumbnail I need to have? Like,
you better not. You better not. You better not. Go ahead.
Thumbnail, right?
You like this.
Oh my God, Lord forgive me. I didn't know we were gonna go that direction. Go ahead.
No, see, that was Eric. I didn't do that.
Savage Scientist a few months ago introduced me to a YouTuber, and she dresses scantily clad, and she's an engineer, and she knows a lot about tech, and she shows her boobs, and she's doing well.
Say what?
Wow.
She's doing well.
That's
she shows her cleavage, and she has short shorts.
Something like that, but a lot. I don't think everyone that would start to do that would have that kind of knowledge. Right?
She's the exception and not the rule.
I know. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that she's the rule. I'm just saying that there is someone that has done it.
Always gonna be a unicorn. Yeah.
Hey Jay, we got to get to we got to start working out so we can show our pecs. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm pretty good right now, but I don't want to do that.
We don't have to mention Jay Will. We don't have to mention Jay Will and
Let me put the guns away.
Let's
put a lot of guns away.
Let's talk about like a Grant X. Grant X, you have to watch the video. I don't care if Grant he has a clown suit on. You got to watch it because he's going to give you so much information, and he's going to have such a comparison. You're going to know by the end of the video, hey, are these cameras on par? One favor the other, sound, everything you're gonna know.
So he was making the same point I made.
Talk to the women, the new female content creators. Then, what do you tell them if they walk up to you with that approach? As a man, I would tell her, "Don't do that. Don't do it."
Correct.
Like Barry said earlier, it's going to plateau.
It
at some
depends
point
on what
another.
man it is. Because if I'm going to do a live stream and if my brother's over and I say, "Hey, I'm going to go do this live stream," he's like, "You wearing that?"
Yeah.
You should wear something more low cut.
Exactly. What?
That's my brother. Yes.
He would tell you to go for it because he know you'll pull in the cash.
It's a live stream, so it's not like I'm doing a video.
See,
so
I was a
super
different kind of
chats
brother.
and stuff are coming in.
I'm telling you,
that's my brother.
Even if a guy looked at my sister, it's like, okay, we got.
He knows I can handle myself.
Now, imagine Tech Valor sitting in a thong and her bra out doing Twitch videos. I've seen that on YouTube and like they're gaming or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what
They
I'm
do that on Twitch.
Yes.
Those
Yeah.
women are killing it. They are making thousands of dollars.
But this is another reason why I would
in the
say
hot tub.
So this is another reason why I would say something to the women. If you really pull the onion back, the women that are doing that are in the sex industry already. You see what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they're in the sex industry already, so it's easy.
I don't
for them
look at that.
You know, to do the hot tub.
That's crazy. She said in the hot tub too. You said they're in the hot tub.
I saw one in the hot tub. Yes,
I turned it off. I was on YouTube. It was on YouTube. It was a little too provocative for me. Like if my wife would have walked in behind me and she would have thought I was watching porn or something just based on what the person was wearing. You know what I'm saying? Like on YouTube, she was gaming but had herself in the corner. You know, like you know how they game and they put themselves in the corner and they live stream just based on what the person was wearing. I was like, I can't be on here. I got to go repent right now. I ain't supposed to be looking. This is like soft porn right here. This girl just wearing this should not. I mean, I can't say it shouldn't be allowed because that's a double standard. If a man walk out, you know, a certain way, it's almost expected, you know, but it's not right. So it shouldn't be like that. Look at Gigi Frank.
See,
You know what? This is important though when it comes to talking about money because you couldn't possibly make a ton of money depending on what you did in your startup. But like Barry said, like Tech Valor, Gigi, you're going to plateau at some point or another. And Big House
but
very
true. But hold on. When we say, but hold on. When we say the buff men with the thong on, the Gigi like our antennas went up, right? So the same thing applies to the men. Right, if the man walk out with his chest all buff,
right? But okay, you can be attractive to me, but if you're stupid, it's not. I have to be mentally stimulated.
Right. He's a ladies love cool James type of dude.
Yeah,
you know, to talk about
that. You know, he's doing a video of the Galaxy.
Right,
you know that he got it by his pecs and all that. He's looking all good and buff. All the women, their tongues will be all out.
But you know what, though, Eric? I've learned. I've learned.
Nerds are not attractive, which isn't true.
No, but see, that's what I'm saying. I've learned because I used to be that ripped guy when I was 25. I was jacked, but that's not what women really want. I've learned that. So that's why I don't work out. I mean, I work out, but not like that. But women don't want it.
Right.
Women ain't
but once I found out they ain't really into that like that, forget them weights.
They don't mean nothing. But when it comes to doing YouTube and making money, both coins could flip that way. A guy could get on, and like Eric said, he could get off. But I just think a woman, if they do that, it's gonna kill a lot better. They're gonna make way more money than any guy.
But like I said, I think
they will make the money, but it's gonna plateau, like Barry said.
That's right. You're right. You're absolutely right.
And you've made it a sex channel at that point. It's
not. And then when you like at some point you're not gonna want to do that your whole. Hopefully, you know you want to be old doing that. So it's like you're gonna have to make the change. And how are you gonna make the change? Because you've effectively lied to your audience. You've lied to your subscribers.
Look at Shark's Fin comment. So Jay Will, for you and the panel, what about what Nothing But Tech did? She reached out to a big channel, Casey, whatever that dude is. The big nose dude. Yeah, the little big nose dude.
Oh my god.
He mentioned her in her vid and she blew up from there. It makes sense for others to try. The problem with that is the problem with I'll answer this one. And I want you, he said he want all of us to answer. The problem with doing that is it's not real. It's fake. They're only watching you because somebody else who they really like mentioned your name.
Correct.
And how many of them are really gonna watch?
Huh?
How many are really gonna watch?
Exactly. They may look at you on that one thing, but if you're like Barry said 3 streams back, if it's trash, nobody's gonna watch. You can get all the shout outs you want in the world, but if your videos is trash, and even this guy Casey Next dude, I don't think he's talented. All he did was roll around for a year live streaming every day, and all these people went crazy. I'm like, this dude.
You know about Casey?
What about him?
I mean, he had an HBO special, and he done movies and stuff like that. I'm just saying.
I mean, I'm not saying and to you, but I'm not impressed with that. I looked at his YouTube channel. That means absolutely doodly squat. The tech couple, if you don't know who they are, they had a special too. They were on MTV.
I did not know they was on MTV.
I thought they were on there before they were on
Exactly.
Okay.
They were famous kind of sort of before YouTube.
Okay.
They never really mentioned that too much though on YouTube. They didn't use that to their advantage.
That's why I heard it. They mentioned it on a live stream or something.
Yeah, they didn't constantly talk about that though. They could have, and they could have used that to their advantage, but they had a YouTube, they had an MTV special, a whole series. They had like a full movie type deal. Like those little reality shows or whatever. Yeah, a lot of people didn't know that.
Reality show.
But the Casey Next dude, you know, I don't think he has talent. I don't care nothing about him being on HBO. Even he didn't have talent on HBO probably. I ain't never seen him before. But I don't like what he did on YouTube. It's not hate, it's my perspective on it. I don't think this guy has real talent to get all these views that he's getting. And I saw someone's comment earlier talking about PewDiePie saying that his channel is for younger people. I totally agree. Because I have no idea what this guy is talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. But this guy, Casey Next dude or whatever his name is, he may have had this HBO special or whatever, but I still don't think he has talent.
Well, getting back to what you said, so Easy has warned us before. I don't really want that viral type. That's almost like a viral, because I want my work to be worthy of. I get 50,000 subs overnight, and then like, what the heck? What? Shoot, I need to unsubscribe, this dude. Someone will start a YouTube channel just on, hey, this dude had like 40,000 people unsubscribe.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what happened is you get to 200,000 or 500,000 subs, and then you start noticing that your view count is bad. Right? You have 500,000 subs because you got shouted out. Then all of a sudden you get 100 views. Then now you're looking even worse because now you got the subs. Now you got to fight hard to try to get those subs to watch the content.
That's correct. That's correct.
And they only sub based off of somebody else's.
That's correct.
Somebody else's.
Same with viral videos, though. You got to try to recreate the viral video to keep people subbed.
Exactly.
That's tough. That's tough. A viral video is very, very difficult to recreate. Right.
So, do you guys remember when Trent, remember when he did a video? Do you remember he changed his name? I couldn't think of the old version. But you remember he talked about MKBHD in response? He blew up because MKBHD came to his video and commented, and that was a quick moment of history for him. That video did great for him. You know what I'm saying? Now he's continuing on, but I don't think anybody even remembers that.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, until you said
I forgot about it.
You've never, so you forgot about it. I remember it though. I was like, wow, he blew up, man. Just by I don't think he tagged MKBHD. I think somebody else did, and MKBHD was entertained, and so he went and checked out and gave him a comment. That did a short spark, which is cool and everything about going viral. But in the end, folks, if you're new to YouTube, you got to put in the freaking work. Simple as that. Don't try to take no freaking shortcuts.
Everybody wants the quick fix. I want to blow up tomorrow.
Put in the work.
YouTube is a slow grind. It's not It's not a sprint.
Exactly.
But I'm smarter than y'all. I'm gonna figure the algorithm out, and I'm gonna have 100,000 subs by the end of the week.
I talked to Easy, LaShawn, and Gigi and Tech Fella before this latest duo video, and I was talking to Easy backstage. And I was like, "Hey, I'm about to drop a video," and he goes, "Hey, make sure you take a couple of days with it, right? Make sure it's right before you put it out. Take your time. There's no rush, right?
No rush.
Make sure it's right when it comes out."
Yeah, that's true.
And that's the whole thing. Like a lot of people, you go see this happen next month, but the Galaxy phones come out. Everybody gonna be rushing to put the videos out, not putting the work. Don't rush.
I totally forgot about that.
Take your time. Your community will support you. But that's the problem. The video looked like crap. That's the whole thing.
Or it's just like everybody else's.
Yes.
I've been using this for approximately 3 weeks now. I'm like, dang, it just came out like 5 minutes ago. When me and Eric were in New York, in New York at the No 8 event. When they were doing the announcement, that embargo lifted during that thing, and my phones, everybody's phones started blowing up.
Yeah.
Everybody sitting in the audience with us, their videos coming out. I'm like, me and Eric sitting there like, we ain't got one of these.
Right. Yeah. They got them early. They got them early.
Yeah.
Every time. That's what's going to happen every time.
Yeah, and you know what? I know that the bigger content creators are going to drop their content early. I understand that. I'll talk about like for the rest of us when we get it about time. You know, shipments come in and stuff like that. You know, they're doing their unboxings or whatever, and I noticed that the research is not being involved. Like a lot of people don't put the research in before they do their videos, and I think that could be. They could do a lot better. Just for me, I wanted to get better. So I got a teleprompter. Now, I just put bullet points on there. I still read and I still give my general idea, but, I type up my script and a lot of people don't even know it. The way I talk, the way I preside it, the way I do it, it's normal. It's my writing. So I know exactly what I want to say. I just want to stay on target. And so that's how it works for me. Yeah. I wanted to get better. Like for me, I always think about how could I get better every day? I always say this too. If you don't watch your video, and a lot of people don't do this. I watch my video like 20 times. I keep watching my video over and over and over to see how could I got it? What could I done better? What could I, maybe I could have changed this, or maybe I could have added this or something like that. And that all goes into the quality of work.
So can I just say this real quick, Jay?
Go ahead.
So this is one thing I learned from Easy too, was he said, like, I remember watching a video with him and there was like 10 views on a guy, and the guy had hit up Easy about like help. and the first thing Easy told me, he goes, if you should never have 10 views on your video. If you only got 10 views, that means that you don't believe in yourself. You should have watched it. 10 of those views should have just been from you.
Yeah.
You should never have 10 views on a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that the 5 to 10 views is you watching your own video.
Yeah.
It's you critiquing yourself. That I believe the first 5 to 10 views, even if you got it unlisted.
Yeah. I guess I'm going wrong.
Watch your content.
What's the most times you've uploaded the same video?
Oh, 10.
I
didn't deleted it, took it down before everybody even seen it. About 10 for me.
No, I'm saying because you find a mistake or something. I've done it 7 times.
Oh, yeah. I've done it.
I've done it, yeah.
Yeah, about 10 times.
Yeah.
But there's 2 questions I want you guys to check out and answer these. And if you can give like a minute or so on each one of these questions. This first one is right here from Tech for Your Knees. How about the people that blow up less than a year? And what's your thoughts on that? But there's so much that goes into this question that is like not there.
I was going to say, what's blowing up?
Yeah, I mean, because in the perspective of, I guess they got a 50,000 views and they're really like at LaShawn's level. They have like 700 subs, but they got 50,000 views on a video. That's blowing up. Mm-hmm. So for that, I just think they hit it right. Like right now, you could say that he blew up with his Me 11 video. He only has like 700 subscribers, but he got almost 2,000 views. Correct. That's a form of blowing up, especially if he tagged it right. It's good quality, things like that.
Yeah.
So the question itself is a little vague, but I mean, what do you think about it? What y'all think about it?
So I look at it like this. I look at it like this really quick. I look at that. It's the success of your channel is based off of you. It's not about blowing up. It's not about this. It's the success is when you put out great content, right? I could say that this video or that video got 1,000 views or 2,000 views, and I was proud of that video. I look at. I can always say, okay, when did I blow up? I got a video with almost 2 million views. That could have been my blow up video, but I don't even look at that as a video that blew up for me. I look at the content that I make every day. Every day, the content that I make every day is what I'm proud of. Yeah. Like, that's how I look at it. Yeah. Maybe I got a different take on things.
Yeah, because when he said blow up, I was like, well, shit. Oops, sorry. Yeah. For me last year, I feel like I blew up last year because I got monetized in less than a year.
Right. So,
You have to be very specific.
I agree. I agree. I would say she blew up. But the one thing that I will say is I have no, if someone blows up like Gigi, yes, she deserved to blow up, right? Yeah. Because she was putting in the work.
Yep.
Yeah,
She wasn't just live streaming and not doing video.
So did she really blow up? Did she really?
That's true. Yeah,
she was
already great. Depends on what his term is. But she was putting in the work.
We just didn't see how great she was until after she had put in all that hard work.
Correct.
That's another way to look at that too.
True.
Take Valor.
I would say it happens, but it's not normal.
Yeah.
That's Tech for your needs if he wants to clarify.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's a really
it's a vague
big
question.
Statement. Yeah, it's very vague. LaShawn, you got any thoughts on that? Because that's another question I want y'all to see, or statement, I guess. It's a question.
It's just like you guys said earlier. It can mean all sorts of things. You know what I'm saying?
Good morning.
I don't know. I guess they actually put in that grind for them to actually blow up within a year. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say you can't be hating something like that, but you know what I'm saying? Like if they actually put in that grind, then
now what do y'all say to this? Because I mean, these tutorials that I'm doing is for people who actually want to start a YouTube channel. So hopefully those people are watching. But this is a true statement.
It is a true statement.
It's a true statement.
Absolutely.
But
absolutely,
if I don't know what this just stood out to me for some reason, but it's a true statement. It's not for everybody, but I always say that I think anybody could actually start a YouTube channel. You just haven't tapped into your special skill or resource, because a lot of times you ever seen those people who weren't planning on doing something and then they lost their career and all of a sudden they end up going in a whole nother direction.
Correct.
And they become just a successful person.
Yeah. That's
kind of what YouTube is like.
Yeah.
That's kind of what YouTube is like, because for me, and you guys could to piggyback this if you want to, for me, when my actual career, like when I was in the corporate world, I actually had a severe injury. That's the only reason I switched. Because people ask me, well, how do you do YouTube? And I keep telling people, YouTube isn't like my job. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, this is what I have to do this is just a really lucrative hobby that turned into something way more than what I thought it was going to be. I had no idea I would be doing YouTube or any of this stuff like this, but I had a severe injury that caused me to have a career change and take, I already had my pension from military, but I had to take an early retirement. And then since I was not able to do anything else physically at the time, YouTube took over. But to a statement like that, it's not for everybody. I think you don't get too comfortable in what you're, not to this person, Joel, but you don't know how your life is going to be. You could be this successful person in whatever you're doing. And it doesn't have to just deal with YouTube. It could be anything. You could become a paper route person and turn out being a neighborhood hero, or it could be anything. Your life is not going the way, it's not going to go as planned for, but you have it planned for. So a lot of people I see on YouTube turn to YouTube. A great example is all these stars and actors and all these people.
Correct.
Rappers. As soon as the pandemic hit,
they had to switch.
They got podcasts, they got YouTube
Correct.
channels, they all flooded
they
YouTube.
Needed that revenue stream.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Exactly. So it's just a statement, but it is a good statement because it can go in any direction. Anybody want to piggyback that?
Real quick, we can go back to piggyback. Could
you
put Grant
text? Yeah, Grant likes text comment.
Where's he at? I'm way down here.
It's up.
Go up.
I can read if you can't find it.
Is this right here?
Here we go.
I'm trying not to live and die with each video. Put it out and keep it moving. And let me just say this before we go. That's a great statement, but shout out to you, Grant, because if your quality is just put it out and keep it moving, thank you. I'm glad it's not causing you stress.
I'm gonna clarify what I think
need those videos in my life.
Fantastic.
I think he means this. I watch and critique my videos until I can't watch them anymore.
Correct.
Once I get tired of looking at them, because there's always something you can fix.
Correct.
Always. So if you dwell in one video, you won't get to the next video.
Exactly.
Well, the thing about it is, I talk about the newer content creators. In order for them to get better, right? Yes. For order for them to get better, I always critique themselves, right? By watching their content multiple times to say, hey, I could have done this better. Maybe ask, Barry or somebody else to watch their video, a family member, and say, hey, could you check this out and, give me some key pointers. When you first starting out, right, you need, and I wish I had this. Because I would have screwed up like 500 of my videos would be so bad, right? At least 500 of my videos would be so bad. If I take the advice that I give today 500 of my videos would be so bad. Because I look at that, if I would have watched my own content, if I would have asked people to watch my content, that means that I would have got better. And that maybe I would have screwed up 10 videos instead of 500 of them. That's the way I look at it, right? So I look at that when you now we've been in the game for years, right? So I don't have to watch. I do this to this day. I watch my videos at least 5 to 10 times, and I still do it. Now a lot of people don't do it. And that's cool.
I just do it before I publish. I do it before I even upload and everything. I edit the entire file and then I just watch it over and over to try to pick out things I don't like.
So, fun fact: our collaboration video, I'm actually pulling that down. I had to make some changes with it. Yeah, so I'm pulling that video down because I made some changes with it and I'm uploading it. It is good. I look. What I did was I looked at myself. I looked too overexposed. So I didn't like the color. I pulled the video down.
This is my channel.
Eric, you got that video?
Yes, and I haven't pulled it out yet, but I just finished rendering the video again. By me, I pulled down some of the highlights and stuff like that, and I re-uploaded the video. Fun fact: I watched that video 10 times.
Wow!
Fun fact.
It reminded me of a statement I was about to make. Savage did with that comment.
Fun fact.
I think everybody's considered quitting YouTube.
Of course.
Quitting YouTube, but over trolls, no.
Yeah, over trolls.
Not over trolls, but just quitting.
But not meeting expectations.
Not over trolls.
Yes.
Not over somebody, because that means you are weak and you have a weak mind. If you're going to let somebody talk trash to you over the internet,
it's like,
and then you're going to quit your channel. You super weak-minded if you allow somebody to do that. There's no other way to say that. If you're offended by that, you might as well exit. But you weak-minded if you're going to let somebody talk trash to you over the internet and it affects you that much.
That's not
you
happening.
let them stop your grind. Nah, it's not happening.
Yeah. No. Before I went live today, I wanted to quit.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I never would have guessed that. You was having fun in that live stream when I was watching.
I know. You never know. Like everybody goes through something.
Exactly.
You know?
That's what I said earlier. You don't know. You can have a plan, but if it's not your plan, you don't know what's going to happen. You just don't know.
I wanted to say something about money.
Go.
And YouTube. There's a lot of gurus that say YouTube is passive income, and I disagree with that. YouTube is not passive income. It's residual income. You can get income from something that you've done in the past, but it's not passive by any means. You have to work. You have to do things and do a good job at it in order to get that money. Now, it's not going to be as much as you thought, and it's not going to happen in the amount of time that you thought, but it's not passive at all.
That's correct. She is 100% right. You got to grind, man. You got it. You have got to put in the work. You've got to. And you will find your way as a content creator on what you consider putting in the work. If you want to put, and I said, keep quoting Barry again. He said it was trash. Ain't nobody gonna watch.
No.
You have to say it again, LaShawn, for the people in the back. You have to. There it is. You have to want to put. You have to like. I had no idea that Tech. I was like, man, I wanted to quit before. I'm looking at her stream before my stream. Like, oh, she's having a great time. This is great.
Yeah.
But you never know. It's like she said, you never know what's going on. You got to put in the work. You got to like what you're doing. At any given moment, I'll stop doing YouTube when I stop having fun. I'm having a lot of fun. I don't see YouTube, even though there's financial gain for me, I still don't see it as work because, you know, my bills are paid out of my actual account. You know, I can use the money to pay YouTube. Now I do that with some of the money from YouTube. I'll pay bills and just save all my money from my real income. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, you don't chase the money and you'll have a good time. Do something you like and you'll have a good time, and you'll have a lot of fun on YouTube. These series that we're doing here, it's good to know. It's going to be a good stepping stone for you to come back and watch.
This is a great series.
But it's still, I think we're all in agreement on this panel. All the people who have been on the show, they would tell you got to put in the work. You can't rely on us to fix it for you by giving you little tips and tricks like this and telling you the real. Tonight, you got some straight up honesty.
Yeah, and you can't get mad that, oh, my video would have done well if only this bigger person would have shouted me out. Like, Nobody owes you anything. Everybody's trying to tap into their own community, their own tribe. Everybody's trying to do the best that they can.
Did you hear what she said? Nobody owes you anything. People don't owe you views.
What?
They don't have to watch. They're not supposed to watch.
I thought they owed me, man. I thought they owed me.
No, they don't
owe me them eyeballs.
You already know.
I'm taking my view back off your video.
I love Grant's comment. He says we invest time into our videos, so I know how it feels when one doesn't do well. You need to get used to that. And I was speaking about that initially. You got to be ready for those times that you're going to get 28 views on a video you work 28 minutes on, and this is exactly what it's talking about. You don't want to. I think we've all hit that road where we say, you know what, I'm getting ready to quit. I'm getting ready to stop this. This is not worth it. But I personally came back to reality and thought, you know what, this is supposed to be fun. So go have fun. Don't worry about that right there. Have fun. One tip.
Don't let YouTube drive me into what they want me to do.
I think we would all agree. I would hope we all agree on the panel and all the creators in the. First of all, thank you to all the creators in the comment section. I love having live stream, and there's a lot of creators in the building. But I think we probably could agree across the board that looking at your analytics as a new person is a huge fail. Don't do it.
I'm about to check mine real quick.
Try to avoid doing it. It's depressing. You crazy, man. It's depressing when you do this.
Shotgun to depression time. If you watch your analytics.
I can't pay women to watch me, so you know.
Oh man, you better know it. So as Eric would say, and Gigi and all, as the Wire Wednesday crew would say, we're at the top of the hour, I guess.
At the top of the hour.
So I want everybody to on this panel, and shout out to El Jefe who came through earlier, man.
Yes.
Great. Gotta have him back on again. I guess I'm gonna need to upgrade. So I have more than 6 people on here. My goodness. My intent was to have like a whole bunch of people on here, but I want to say this before we get out of here. I want to personally thank all the people on this stream. And I want to thank all the people in the comment section, everybody who contributes to this, because I'm thinking in my mind, there's no way I can do this by myself. I don't care how long I've been doing YouTube. I freaking don't have all the answers. And I'm learning as I go, even to this day. I don't plan on doing YouTube for a long time. I just get up and do YouTube by the day. I don't plan ahead like, I'm gonna be doing this for 15. No, partner. I'm just doing this to have fun day by day. That's the way I run my channel. I don't have no intentions on continuing going for a certain amount of years. I just get up, see a video, put it out, stream at the spur of the moment. I'm only scheduling these because Technically T, he said, man, you got to start scheduling your streams, dude, because you got some good information. I'm like, I don't want to do that. But I decided to go ahead and do it because I guess that'll be respectful to the people that actually might want to watch. I would just get up and start a stream, though. You know me, I get up to start a stream in the middle of the day. I ain't scheduling that. But I'm learning. But what I'm saying is, I've been doing it for a while, but I'm still willing to learn and take advice. I'm going to be always open like that. So as we close out, I won't close out. I'll let the panel members close out. And y'all can tell everybody where you're from. All their channels are already down below, by the way. You can tell everybody where to reach you on social media, anything you want to leave with. And then we're going to get out of here. But before you go, you have to give a fun fact, a true fun fact about yourself. If you don't want to do a fun fact, do a true fact. I will start with this. True fact about myself. No, I can't share that one. I had one I was thinking of the entire stream. I was like, no, I can't tell them that one. They go, no. Okay, I'll say this. True fact. I actually made, now believe it or not, I may be at 126,000 subs right now. Daily, true fact, I used to get 3,000 subs a month. Now I get less than 300 a month. True fact.
Oh, wow.
I did. I used to get 3,000 a month. And then as soon as I hit 100,000, fell off. I barely get 300 a month.
Wow.
I don't know what happened. Who's next?
I have to think about my fun fact or whatever.
True fact or fun fact?
Yeah, true fact or fun
fact. I'm Gadget Goddess. I will be streaming tomorrow at 7 p.m. on my channel.
Hey. Be there.
My true fact, I'll make it even YouTube related. Even though we sat here and said I got monetized in 7 months, right around the time I hit right before 500 subs, I wanted to quit YouTube.
Wow. Really? Wow. Never would have guessed that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Wow.
I never would have thought that. You look so happy on it. You and Tech.
I was going to remember. I told you I was getting up to schedule recording my videos.
I know.
And so even to this day, Mick says he'll go watch a video, and his wife will walk in like, "What are you watching?" Because he's like, "Oh, you got the 1-900 voice on your videos." So I have to warm up my voice too.
Oh wow!
This late at night or early in the morning, you call in 1-900 GG. Like that's
crazy. Lord have mercy.
I'll go.
Oh my God! All right.
I'm Tech Valid everywhere. Fun fact: on my last video, I threw myself at least 5 times.
What?
Threw yourself
to get it right.
Wow.
How do you throw yourself?
When I went.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. I remember that video now. I was like, what do you mean throw yourself?
Right.
Appreciate the super chat, Grant. Thank you.
And I forgot I'm GG Kimmy everywhere. So go ahead. I'm all at her time. Right. But we come as a pair usually anyway.
All right. I got a fun fact. I was gonna say a true fact, but I got a fun fact. And some of the people on the panel know this. So this was before I started doing phones. So this is maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. But I got a notification and I'm like, okay, all right, I got you on my phone. So I won't be able to block and hide you from my channel, sir. But as soon as I get home, and what it was Juan Bagnell had subscribed to my channel. And when I got home, I was like, did he really subscribe to my channel? I was like, really? But I was prepared to block him, hide him, everything.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Wow.
And he had a troll account.
Yep, I knew I had a troll account.
Lord have mercy.
Come on, Eric, give us some.
All right. So fun fact. I want
to hear your true fact, Eric. I want to do a true fact. You got to do two.
Fun fact,
Eric. You got to do two.
Who are you? Say who you are.
I'm the tech preacher. Easy Computer Solution. You can type in the tech preacher on YouTube or Easy Computer Solution. Don't matter. You go find me either way. All right. So the tech preacher and Easy Computer Solutions. I'm gonna be on all the interwebs. If you go to Twitter, type in Easy Tech Preacher, Easy Computer Solution, you'll find me. Also, a fun fact: I watch my videos before I publish them at least 5 to 10 times, and also my members only get to see my videos first. I'm committed to them. They get to see my videos a day or maybe a week or sometimes a month before I even publish it on YouTube. True statement, right? This is not a green screen.
Oh snap!
Dude, I love Jay Will's expression.
Everybody does that.
This is not, I cover my whole walls. That my whole walls from the top to the bottom.
Look at Jay's face.
Look
at Jay's face.
Yep.
Yeah, this is fun fact. This is not
on the window to the wall.
Yeah, this is my wall. I got my whole wall is soundproof. My whole wall is soundproof.
Crazy, B. I like that.
And it's huge. So this is covering. It's like from all the sides of my walls, all going all the way down to my floor.
That's dope, though. I like that. I'm low-key hating on you right now because that's freaking dope. I thought that was a freaking green screen, son.
No,
that's crazy, B.
Everybody
thought that. Yeah. No, this
should have known that by now.
Yeah, so I got the remote for the lights and
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Balling over there. You ain't in no red, man. You in the black, son.
Right.
Killing them over there.
We want some of that Eric
money. Hating on them, boy.
Yeah. So that's
all right, LaShawn. Take us home, baby. Take us home.
All right, y'all. Well, I'm LaShawn, aka Holla at Your Boy. It's with an I instead of a Y. It's on all platforms. I stream Friday nights, ignorant hours, 9 o'clock. We get ignorant, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, make sure y'all there. And I guess a true fact, it take me about a week to edit a video.
Man, because of your job?
No,
he's that.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he's got details.
Yeah,
that's some serious editing skills right there. That's putting in that work, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, real quick, Jay.
You know, like them therapy sessions, that deserves a clap. That deserves a clap.
Wow. You need to add LaShawn's link to the description.
Oh, I thought he was in there.
Nah, he's not.
Okay, I got you in there, LaShawn. I'll put you in there.
Oh, look at Barry. He be on it. I think he's like the best mod ever.
Man, you better know it, man. All of y'all. Shoot, all of y'all good. So it's your man Jay, part 7 off the charts. Part 8, I've gotten some people threw me some ideas for part 8 and part 9 and part 10. Part 10 is kind of show and tell. I'll go ahead and give you that little teaser. It's a show and tell. So if you want to be on part 10 and you are a creator, I'm going to leave it open. I will have a rotating panel for part 10. That's the last official.
It's going to be 10 hours? No, I'm just kidding.
Show and tell.
Oh, no.
That's going to be a show and tell. I'll give some information about that later. But I will have to have some permanent panel members. So if you want to be a permanent, all these people up here are welcome to be. And just, it's not scripted. They didn't know I was going to say this. Did y'all know I was going to say this?
No.
Exactly.
I didn't know I was going to be a permanent panel member this week.
Right.
See now you
Especially
know.
me.
Exactly. Total spurt. I hit him up 5 minutes before the stream started.
Yeah.
So, but part 10 is going to be more of a show and tell to help new creators. It's not to show off, but I really need some of these people on this panel to be on that part 10 for the show and tell because they have some great equipment, folks. It means that you can do it as a new creator. Phones, cameras, tablets, your computers, all of this stuff. Show and tell for part 10 is going to be pretty nice. Part 8 and part 9, I've gotten some ideas. Some creators have thrown to me. I'm still trying to work out next week for part 8. But if you like having permanent panel members on the stream for this series right here, I definitely would invite all these people back again. I appreciate El Jefe coming through since he had to bounce because of my weak StreamYard. I don't have 7 people. But I appreciate Barry, Gigi, Eric, LaShawn, all of you guys, especially LaShawn for stepping up at literally the last minute. He wasn't supposed to come on so quickly, but
he was a trooper. He
came in and was like, "Yeah, I got you, man. I'll do it." I'm like literally like 5 minutes or so before we started. I appreciate it. So if you are watching out there, I'm pretty sure you've been following. I hope you've been following along since part 1. I know it's kind of difficult to watch a replay. I like watching replays because Gigi knows I like a long video. I have no problem watching a long video. I'll pop that bad boy on that TV behind me, kick back in the recliner, and relax with some popcorn. So if Eric would say, get your popcorn ready.
Popcorn ready.
Yes, sir. Speaking of popcorn, doing the World of Flavor, that's my man LeBaron. I still have to get him on here. I was going to have him on for this kind of business side, but he doesn't officially do YouTube. And, so it was kind of difficult for me to fit him in there, but I got something for him though. And I got something for you when it comes to that. So look for part 8 next Monday. We're going to keep this thing going. I appreciate you, Tech Valor, Gigi, Eric, Barry, LaShawn, everybody who's been on the stream up until this point. You really helping me out. You have no idea because again, remember, I'm just getting back into live streaming. And if it wasn't for Tech Valor that one day, whoo boy, I was frustrated. And Kimmy came on and helped on my first time. They were the first 2, I believe, and I didn't know what to do because I've never used that software. So we're all learning. I'm giving you tips and tricks, but I am still freaking learning myself. So I appreciate you guys coming on. We're going to cut here. I will see you next Monday night at 7:30 Central Standard Time. Remember, you got live streams pretty much every day of the week with all of us up here. So you got Eric on Wednesday, Gigi on Tuesday.
Tomorrow.
And Tech Valor is before this stream on Mondays, and LaShawn is on Friday for the Ignite. You got to check that. Go check out the replay, man. It is freaking hilarious. I'm not going to spoil it for you.
Man, you need to check out the last couple.
I had so much fun.
Make sure the kids are in the bed.
Yes. He does. The name of it is the Ignite Hours, whatever, but it's fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoyed part 7.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, who's on Wednesday? Eric.
He did.
He did. Okay.
Yeah. So I appreciate you guys for coming on for another stream. And I do want to apologize if the internet was bad at any point.
That was good.
You had a today.
For those that don't know, I've been having a lot of internet problems with my provider, so my streams have been just freaking horrible. So tonight with this epic panel, it was only good because these people were on there. Because I've been having serious problems with my internet. But you guys are awesome, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Got a new video dropping. No spoilers, but I'm working on something that it's like I'm doing one of Eric's numbers. It's like a 5-day video. I've already started the first part of the recording. Now I gotta wait for something to come. Then I'm gonna do that recording. Then I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna try not to put it out until it's officially finished. So big epic things happening for me. That's my biggest excitement. And before we got out of here, each one of y'all, what is y'all next video? And then we'll leave.
My next video is gonna be the I guess my official review on the FMX.
Oh, okay. XM
1000, 2000, M765.
XM4s, everybody.
Right.
The new Sony
XM4. So yeah, be on the
Boom.
lookout for that.
Got it.
Update.
My next video is
He said update video.
Boy.
I would tell you to make them big, Jay, but you may not know how.
Yeah. How do you do that? How do you make them big?
Click on this.
You click on
it?
them.
The little square.
It's a square above his name.
Solo.
Yeah,
Boom.
there you go. Made him big. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go ahead. Who's next?
So I'm dropping the collaboration video tomorrow. I'm re-uploading it tonight, so I'll be dropping that video tomorrow. So y'all check it out. It's gonna be very fun. A lot of fun.
Yes. Gigi, did you go? Tech File, did you go?
No, I ain't went yet. I got a case video coming, but another mate.
You got a phone over that you holding out on is what you're doing.
I got a lot going on over here, more than a phone. Okay, stop trying to out me on your stream. You bigger than me.
Watch out. Tech File, what you got next? I know you got your stream, but you have any other videos dropping?
Yes, what I use to mount my DSLR on my monitor.
Oh, snap.
Hey.
All right.
Wait, you mount your DSLR to your monitor?
Yes.
Or your monitor to your DSLR?
No, my DSLR on my monitor.
Oh, really?
90 of them D's on the monitor.
I got both of mine. That's how I have my setup set up. Like I have a mirrorless camera on this monitor, and I have a DSLR on that other monitor over there. That's how I have my. I love doing that. So I can't wait to see that video.
Yeah.
Nice.
That'd be nice.
So Grant's talking about my mic. I'm now at 192 kilohertz. If you didn't notice my mic upgrade, my Yeti X, it's nice, but I don't think the Yeti X is 192 kilohertz.
True. One thing too, what I like is there's less echo this stream.
Say again?
Like there's less of the room in the stream.
Yeah, because it's 192 kilohertz. That's why on this microphone right here. And when I was using my Yeti X on some of the other streams, and Will H Tech Reviews pointed that out too. He said, "Man, your mic sounds so much better." And I just decided to swap out the arm and go with 192 kilohertz. Versus, it basically brings your tone and you can't even hear my Dyson down here, can you?
No.
I got the fan blowing, and I don't have no cover on it or nothing. But the Yeti X, you like Barry just said, you can hear the room, and this costs more money. So, nonetheless,
nice.
I'm happy with my mic upgrade. So, anyway, it's your man Jay. I love these people on this panel so much for coming and helping. We'll see you next week. Be sure to check out all of their. Just click on these people's links down below and follow them if you're not already doing so. We'll see you on the next one.